how is it wrong for us to want to be about black unity, black love, black families?
No, it's not.
Like I said earlier, I'm not with anybody black that's just because they're black. And you out here being a homosexual, you out here being a rapist, you out here doing just base actions.
No, but I'm talking about if I have a white stereo system in my room, you like, so out of all the black radio systems they had, you had to pick the one that's white.
See, that's something that's trivial. That's some old.
Oh man!
Anybody arguing about that kind of thing? I mean, you kind of would have to question their sanity in a way. Man. Just because you buy black cars, black sneakers, black whatever, doesn't make you about pro-black as far as families and whatnot go.
Oh my goodness! Do you see this video? What is a hotep? Meet the Black American Ankh right. Do you see this video on the side?
No,
Meet
not
the
yet.
Black American.
They call him the Ankh right.
But it's funny how white people out here wearing Ankhs though.
Man, that is funny as hell. The Ankh right. Umar Johnson.
I'm watching this video that you put up here, Al.
Yeah, look at that video. Man, where they at? They need to come on in here.
Yeah, I know, right? You put it in the back chat, right?
I'll put it right there on the side. I'll put it in the back chat.
Yeah, that's why. I need you to put it in the back chat for me. Not the video, the link for the hangout. Did you put that in the back chat?
Oh no, I ain't put that in the back chat. You got the link to the video.
Oh
right?
wait, yeah, I got the link to the video. Wait, I'm about to post this link. Post this in the back chat for me because they probably looking for it.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there go Renee right there. So I know she's looking for it. So give me 1 second. This video.
I want her to see this.
The hell you about to have us watching, Alvin?
I want her to see this, and this is what's happening every day.
But I'm pretty sure she's gonna say that this is a good thing of him being exposed.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
This right here is the most amazing thing ever. Because this dude represents a lot of guys in the so-called
They're no different. To me, they're no different than the preacher that's up there talking about.
Yep. That's true too.
Or he's stealing money, his wives and stuff, or all the same money he's trying to take.
You go ahead and play it, man. They on there.
Yeah, I'm about to.
Yeah. Now look at this. This is incredible.
Well, we about to deal with the black crackers in the community.
Look at this.
You don't care about that.
Where am I gonna go? When I was working so hard to try to make this happen for us, and I made a mistake weeks ago.
And talking about me like
I did. I made a mistake. Cause you want to window so I can express myself before I get out your car.
You expressing yourself then?
Cause you want that window up, please.
No, because I want to.
What up, though?
Hey, play that back. Hey, brother. Yeah, thanks, bro. Perfect.
Hey, guys. Hey.
Renee, I want you to look at this.
Oh, yeah, I love this video.
You don't care about that.
Where am I gonna go? When I was working so hard to try to make it happen for us, and I made a mistake weeks ago.
talked about me like a
I did. I made a mistake. Cause you want the window so I can
Call her
put
God
myself
and
right.
everything.
pressing yourself in.
Cause you want that window up, please.
No, because I want air. That cigarette is irritating me.
Christine, if you give me this chance, I'll do any and everything to make this right by you. I made a mistake weeks ago.
You don't have no loyalty towards nobody. You talked about all my fake business, but didn't say nothing about yours. Didn't say nothing about the being homeless, eating ramen noodles every day like you really a vegan, lying to people, disrespecting women repeatedly.
I'm not a vegan. I'm not a vegetarian.
You know what a vegan is?
I didn't say I was a vegan. I'm a vegetarian.
Eating ramen noodles.
Vegetarians don't eat ramen noodles. Vegetarians don't eat nothing but nuts. They don't eliminate nothing but meat.
What about the prostitutes, the backpack girls, the white girls?
I don't deal with that, Christine.
I got the screenshots. Admit it.
Can we move away from over here?
Admit it. Rob King Patah, fake ass conscious king. Admit it.
Okay, you're right.
Talking about I'll pay you extra if I can go bare
Yes.
to white bitches.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
This is a
Look,
comedic.
he can never touch me. He can never touch me again in life.
Yep.
Period. Ever.
And notice he's a dark-skinned brother.
That's what's hanging out of it. Grapefruit. It's hanging out of your whole
She's
ass.
still with him, by the way, y'all.
I know.
Hold up. Did she just say? I just heard her say some wild shit, bro. Hold up. What did she just say?
Oh, his asshole hanging out like a grapefruit. She was asking why his ass is like that.
Wow.
Yep.
See, you see that screen? That's her right there. You see her up there on the top left? That's her and him trying to explain what that video was about.
Mm-hmm.
And she's still with him.
Yep.
That's
Crazy.
nasty, bro.
Look,
I was seeing on Facebook people was coming at her and she was like, y'all don't know the whole thing, and but you put this out there.
Right.
What do you think people are gonna think?
Now look, that's why I said
like, y'all need to stay out of their business.
What I understand about it is that our women is accepting these suck ass, dumb ass niggas that's not protecting them. The same shit y'all was asking, the same questions y'all was asking the other day or the other night on the panel. You know what I'm saying? We sitting here looking at a woman accept this old dumb ass shit. This is crazy.
Yep. It
that
is.
dude. First of all, the dude don't seem. And I'm not even saying this to be funny, but he seems slow. Like he was on the short bus.
He ain't that slow.
But you see how he talking? That's not like somebody who got all the marbles.
I don't know, but he wasn't too slow. That he was having somebody going in his butt, and that he was messing with white women or whatever.
You know, obviously,
that slow.
you don't need to think to do those things.
How come you don't?
Because that's just straight.
He's
just straight instinctual. That's what a lot of retarded people are. Like retarded people be horny as hell, man. You ever work at one of them?
Never mind. I'm not even going. He said retarded people be horny as hell.
Yeah, you work at those shops, man. Like my old coach used to work at one of those places, like where all the slow people be at. What? And he said, man, they be trying to rape some of the other patients that like they be horny as fuck. These retarded people that be living in those places.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they don't think. It's just straight, you know.
I think you call them mentally challenged, don't you?
Or mentally challenged. That's right.
You're not supposed to say, the R word anymore.
My bad. The mentally challenged people. He seemed like one of them.
Unless you're talking to that dude that's actually on that damn video, that motherfucker retarded.
Yeah, I'm talking about him. Yeah, he retarded. Like that dude. like he got some mental issues going on. Like there's no
back to Renee's court.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. He was. Oh man, he gonna get damn near the death penalty. Okay.
Oh, he gonna
come down hard on him. The gavel could come down. Boom! I'm gonna be like, nah, bro.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie, Renee. I ain't gonna lie. You don't have a damn caste system in your shit. The white chicks couldn't get. I mean, the light skinned chicks couldn't get certain jobs. You gotta have a certain matter of melanin.
She would have reverse eugenics
a program
going on.
Where you come from with the whole thing on the light skinned chicks couldn't get jobs? Did Renee ever say that?
Okay.
If they black, if they got a black
daddy, that's my concern. However, colorism and darkism will be definitely punishable. And
so
with the
hey
full
man, y'all see the
full extent of the law.
Y'all see Tariq, the coon train Tariq, where he be like, where the white women at?
He want to talk though.
What about black on black crime?
Right.
Because he the one that says that, oh, if you gonna get you yeah, guys, get you a biracial, but not any biracial. Get one with the white mama.
Right.
So
there's a lot of.
Michael, can you play that video? Is it long?
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
Who said
that? I never really heard.
He just telling that's what he got though. That's his wife, his mother-in-law is Jewish.
Exactly.
I think somebody took like the excerpt of it and
all bad, Tariq.
I mean, there's some very beautiful.
Okay. That's why he never speak out against the Jews.
Hello.
Wow, really? Yeah. That's why he's mad at. That's why he's mad at Tommy Sotomayor.
It just made a whole lot of sense on the strength that this dude is married to a Caucasian Jew.
That's she ain't mixed.
Pretty much.
Is she mixed?
Yeah,
she's half.
mixed.
Right.
She's
her mama's Jewish.
Her mama is like he said. The best kind of woman to get is that biracial with the white mama.
So you still idealizing and idolizing the white woman.
Thank you.
That's what he.
Her value comes from her having. You saying her value comes from her having a white mama.
Yeah.
How do you go? Well, listen though. Y'all know this though. This is a fact. They also have Tariq on camera. He did a video with for Michael Moore or some shit. He went to the White House with two white girls.
Hilarious.
And he had. But my point is though, I mean, you feel me? At least he had the decency to pimp them. But I digress.
And Sister Renee, you know what? One day I was on the internet just reading something. Oh, about Destiny's Child or whatever. Do you know in this old Vibe article, guess whose name was mentioned?
Tariq?
Yes.
What was he doing?
It said that part of the reason why, remember when they had to switch up, when they took out Latavia and what's her name? Latoya.
Mm-hmm.
When they took them out and they put in Farrah and Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
Farrah got put out of the group because they saw that she had posed for a picture for this book.
Mm-hmm.
And so the book that they mentioned was Lessons in Mackin, whatever the name of it is.
Oh.
Wow.
With Tariq Nasheed. Tariq K. Flex Nasheed.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Hey, it was probably some very useful information in that book.
I mean, honestly, I know, I have a love-hate relationship with Tariq because I feel like he does come with a lot of information. Like, he does. Some of the stuff that if y'all listen to his theme, he's talking about a lot of stuff nobody else is talking about. So
if this man got a swirl, how you gonna go back on everything you stand on? What?
No, I'm not going back on everything I stand on. I'm the type of person where I'm not going to throw the baby out with the bathwater. So what I'm saying
you
is,
sound like me now, Renee.
Renee, come on, Renee.
That sound like something I was saying.
You was like, let's get rid of all of this shit. Let's do the root to wop. And now all of a sudden you come in,
Hello, can I speak? Thank
you. Renee, I didn't know you were.
Don't be ballet dancing, Renee. Don't be ballet dancing.
Can I speak? Hello.
All right.
Now, I don't support. Of course, I don't support him not being with a black woman. He's with a mixed race woman, and he said she's black. No, she's not black. She's mixed. Okay. So no, I don't support that. You know, it would be nice for him to have married a black woman. But all I'm saying is some of the information that he's putting out, I think, is valuable. And right now you have that whole, what they call the skeptic community, which is basically the white supremacist community. They're after him heavy. And so they've gotten his channel deleted. It's all kind of stuff going on with that. So I'm just saying some of his information I do like. However, I accept all of the other things. Okay, thank you.
But you know, now hold on now. So how far does this thing go? Because I'm looking at his wife. I mean, she just looked like a black chick. Like,
whatever, she's mixed, okay?
I mean, but I'm looking at her. Now, his comments about because her mom is white, therefore that boot, like, I don't like those comments. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking at her. He's
basically saying you get a black girl with a white girl's attitude. That's basically what he's saying because she's raised by a white mom. That's what the coon ass nigga was saying.
Yeah, see,
how about that?
When they start saying that, that's now you're just going overboard. Like, don't say that. Like, don't say that.
No,
but some of y'all
don't say he a coon.
Like that?
No, him saying that he want a black girl with a white attitude, like white girl attitude. Like, I don't like those comments because there's some very annoying white chicks out there. Okay.
Do y'all think that white women have better attitudes than black women? Keep it 100.
Hell no.
No. But I will say.
Culturally completely different than our women.
I will say this, not white.
You're talking about night and day. You're talking about night and day.
But I'm gonna tell you this though, culturally, we got to keep it a buck. The Asian women is going to do everything you say when you say it.
That's bull crap.
It's the culture. That's just the culture.
That's bull crap. That's a damn lie.
Wait a minute. That doesn't mean it's better. I'm not saying that it's better.
No, she doesn't. That's a lie.
Want a woman to run over and just who's just yes, master. Your chances of an Asian woman doing that are higher than anybody else.
No, it's not.
That's not true.
That's what it is. That's the stereotype.
No, it's not. But guess what? Here's the thing with that. First of all, what do you want? You want a dog or you want a woman?
That's what I said. I didn't say it was necessarily a good thing.
Tell what to do and go sit over there, sit in the corner, suck my D, go make me some rice and broccoli.
Yep.
I mean,
that's
we love you long time.
Now for some guys, that's look. We got to keep it a buck. Some guys, that's probably why they were number one on that list. Like that little stat you picked up, all men of all ethnicities want.
And that's a damn shame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's not true.
Do y'all hear an echo? Do y'all hear an echo?
The Asian woman, yeah, it is an echo somewhere. But look, the Asian woman is showing you she's not even loyal. She ain't even loyal to her own damn man. And guess what? The Asian woman is the biggest whore on this planet. I was speaking about this earlier. They have a whole custom and tradition of the geisha girls, of these damn prostitutes, of Asian women doing any. Hold on, please.
Face of the
Asian women doing all kind of sexually perverse things, acting like.
Hold
on, let me finish, please. Let me finish.
Okay.
Being little young girls and all of that kind of stuff. That's some sick stuff that goes on with that. And if you look over in Asia, you look in places like Thailand and other places, it's overrun with prostitution. Straight up Asian whores. And if you got a couple of dollars, you got enough dollars, you can get it. Now, these are the women, hold on. These are the types of women that come from these cultures that men are valuing. That's why so many white men go to vacation over there so they can see those women, and they really like if they can get them real young. If they can get one like 16, 17, that's what the white men really, even younger than that.
But see, I think you're mixing two issues.
Hold on. So this is a thing of white sexual perversion that black men are also adopting. Okay, they want somebody that they can command like a dog. They don't want a woman. They don't want a human being, a woman who is intelligent and equal to them. They want somebody who is down here and that will just do any sexual fetish that they want them to do. And let me also be clear, Asian women are about their money. You ain't coming to them broke. You ain't coming to them, I live in my mama basement. You ain't coming to them raggedy. You just not. So you gotta come with money off top.
There's two different things. The Asian-born American woman, you got to be on your money. If she's born here, yeah. But if you go to Vietnam,
the other ones.
No. You go to Vietnam, you go to some of these little poor communities over there in Asia, over there, some not in the big city China. You go over there, you could be.
Who's sharing the screen? Who's sharing this screen that we're looking at?
I don't know. That's that's funny.
Water snipers.
But hold on, I gotta address some things, yo.
Do you want me, sucky, black man?
See, that's what I'm saying. We gotta address some things. You said, okay, so here's the thing: is there a lot of prostitution over there? Yes, but I'm gonna tell you right now.
But y'all don't call them whores.
But hold on, a former prostitute over there, if she ends up getting married, she's staying married to the guy and not stepping out.
What does that mean?
Even if she was a former prostitute. It's the culture. I'm talking about, of course, is there a woman in China somewhere cheating on a husband? Yes.
You don't know that. You don't know that they say that's not true.
No, I'm
Why do people put these Asian women on a pedestal like these hoes is
we were talking, listen, we were
like
talking,
they so pious, right?
Hold on. Renee, you can't go on a 40-minute tirade, then when somebody talks 2 minutes, you cut them off. So look,
whatever. Go ahead, but keep it 100.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. What I'm saying is that,
excuse me,
we were talking earlier about culture and how our culture been affected because we came over here to America and our shit all got stripped off, languages, traditions, all that type of stuff. They didn't go through that, so their culture is for the most part intact. So in their culture, women are supposed to do certain things and not do certain things, and this just retained there for the most part. Yes, we were talking about exceptions and rules, where over there's a particular rule of girls are submissive. Women are submissive to their guy. And cheating on your guy, and I think they're communists. I think there's actual physical punishment for cheating on your guy over there. These are communists over there. So I think adultery is even up to scale. So what I'm saying is, being raised in that environment and culture of being submissive to a guy is appealing not just to black men, but even based off your thing nationally. Latina men, black men, white men want the Asian woman over their own woman.
Because they don't know, because they've been conditioned by Western society as well. As white men having these sick fetishes that the woman got to be like a little child and stuff. That's where that stuff comes from. Somebody that you can totally dominate. Somebody who has
real small.
They'll do it. Yeah, real small. They don't want no hair on their private.
They mostly, built, shaped, or whatever, straight up and down.
Yep. It's like a little girl shape. Yep. They don't have no curves like a grown woman. No. They want them to be like a little girl, and a little girl who will do anything sexually they want her to do. That stuff is based off of white men's sick sexual perversions, and black men have adopted that same stuff because y'all looking at the same porn these white men is looking at. Y'all living in the same society, and a lot of black men are mirroring what they see that white men like.
Now, hold on now. You do know ebony porn is watched more than Asian porn.
Whatever the case.
I'm saying more. That's number 3.
Black men are still adopting some ways of this white beast.
I'm talking about not just black men, just it's number. I think it's like number
in general.
In general, ebony porn is.
How you know that? Yeah, how you know that, Alvin?
I pulled up that statistic earlier when we were talking about white women dating black women. Whatever. I didn't get to do it because Renee was giving a 2-hour lecture, and I couldn't interrupt.
Watching you will be in the court in a minute.
Okay. I got this gavel over here now.
Yeah, so it's right. But I'm gonna tell you, as a man though, I don't want a robot woman. Okay, I don't want a woman that's she's just gonna listen to everything I do. But there is a level of, treating me and making me feel like a king. That makes you feel good. It makes you feel good. So it's probably not to the extreme of maybe an Asian woman, but that kind of thing is appealing to a man.
Now, this is the other part that shows how sick this is. Two things. One thing is Asian people hate black people. Let me say that again.
Yes.
Asian people hate black people.
I have experience.
Here's the second thing too. Now, dang, it went out of my head what I was. This is what I was gonna say. Now, when a lot of brothers like fantasize about these other race of women, or like they say, hey, they're this or they're that. Asian woman, she does such and such. The part that they leave out is, what does the Asian man do? The Asian man is working and being a provider in the home. He's working and bringing home bacon. Their women are not in such a position to have the same type of things and stress and economic situations and racism and all of that the black woman has to endure. So let's be clear about that. They also put their women in a certain position economically. Even over here in America, you see, and this is what's funny, you see a lot of time the Asian woman is calling the shots. When you go into these restaurants, you go into these places where Asian people own it, the Asian women call a lot of the shots and the men back them up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen that. And they do hate, I'm going to tell you something.
But they're so submissive and yes, I suck dick, I suck it.
I'm talking about culture. No, you're right. Now, I will say this, though. I will say this, though. I was with this girl who was half Korean. And her father was.
Oh Lord!
Yeah, Alvin.
Hey, that's not white. I ain't saying but
hey, she ain't black.
But she ain't white. Her pops was he was racist as shit. She used to tell me, like, when I went around that he'll call me like little nigga boy. Like
I believe it.
They is racist as fuck. And she, cause I'm gonna keep it real. I think she was just dealing with me on some like rebellion shit. Cause you know what I'm saying? Cause that didn't really last that long. I could tell I was being used, but I actually didn't mind.
She wasn't submissive?
Huh? Nah. She's born. No, an American-born Asian woman is just like an American woman. It's not the same thing. As opposed to like someone like from over there that's born and raised over there. If she's born and raised over here, she's dealing with all the American shit and all the other stuff. So, nah.
Hey y'all, I'm listening, but I'm be listening, but I'll be right back in a couple minutes.
All right. That girl did nothing but take all my little Taco Bell checks from me. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about I wasn't making no money. See, but that's, you know what? Maybe that's what it is with the black. Maybe why this thing where you bring something like that around, you kind of want to flaunt it, show your guys off like, yeah, I got this. You know what I'm saying? It's this exotic thing or whatever. And then a lot of black dudes get off on something like that. So
it's the difference between a trick and a provider.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like they want to show something off, so they're going out of their way to get something like that just to say, yeah, I got a foreign. And see, I disagree with that. I'm like, yo, if just do something naturally. Don't go out of your way just to, okay, I'm gonna go out and get a white woman and that's my purpose. Like that right there, I don't get that. But if a white woman happened to be along somewhere and you're there and then something happened, then that's something different.
Okay, all right. But see, the thing is, if you're trying to actually start something with that white woman, that's a problem. If you know, men are men. If you want to get something off, all right. But if it's a continuous thing, you like that. That's you now.
Yeah, because
so that's when it comes to be.
Just like if you poking somebody in the booty and you saying that you ain't gay and
look, I ain't seen that. I don't know where that come from. I don't know nothing about that. But if
you like that,
consistently, who?
I'm not saying you as in you specifically, but I'm just saying in general that if an individual continuously he's out there poking somebody in another man in the butt or whatever, and he says, "Well,
I'll let y'all know about that." I'm gonna go ahead and use my mic.
And he says he's not into it, or that's not him, but he continues to do it. Isn't he a homosexual?
Listen,
you done chasing me away with y'all.
I'm gonna tell you what a homosexual is, right? If you're a man and looking at another man arouses you, you're gay. Even if you don't.
But he's involuntarily attracted to it.
Yes, exactly. Involuntary. It is. Yeah, it is involuntary. He's gay. If you're attracted to another man for him being a man, you're gay. Even if you don't have sex with a guy, you're gay.
So is he involuntarily gay? But
yes, he's involuntarily
gay. He's involuntarily.
Oh wow, Alvin! You're involuntarily.
So if he acts on it, then he's voluntarily gay.
No, if he acts on it, he's committed a sexual gay act. But
all right. So you're saying if he think about it, is he half a fag? And when he do it, he's a full fag. That's what you're saying?
No. You're a full fag. Check this out. You're a full fag.
See, that's the problem we have with you. You constantly on subjects that don't need to be like.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm saying this. You gotta be clear. You're a full fag if you are attracted to another man, regardless if you have sex with another man or not.
Agreed.
Because if it's in your brain that turns you on, you're gay.
Bro, I'm trolling right now. Let me stop.
You don't need
I can't believe y'all having this conversation.
This is Alvin for you, though. This is what Alvin does.
If you're a 40-year-old virgin and never had a sex before in your life, but
that's a movie. It was a movie.
Yeah, I know. But you're a heterosexual regardless if you ever had sex with a woman or not. Because that's what you're attracted to. You're not attracted to men.
I'm gotta be high to entertain this shit, y'all. I have to be high. What the fuck are we talking about?
This Alvin talking.
What is the basis of this conversation?
We was talking about white. I think then Muchacha
earlier.
Talking about. We was talking about white women. You was brother Ed was about to talk about starting something with a white chick or whatever, and how that would be bogus if you want to get off whatever. And then you brought up something about if a dude bumps a guy in the booty, is he gay or not? You brought the gay stuff, Muchacha.
Yeah, because you said earlier involuntary attraction. People can't help what they're attracted to.
That's a fact.
The hell you can.
That's a fact.
You have a
but
choice.
Alvin doesn't think so.
Listen,
Alvin doesn't think
so. Watch this. I'm attracted.
He said only when you act on it. Only when you act
on it. I pass people this blunt every now and then. They say, "No, I want to hit that." They had made a choice. People go out and buy dope, sit there in front of everybody and smoke it. That's their choice. They know what they're doing.
That's the action.
Like, they want to get high. They want to have sex with another race. They like that race. There's no. You have a choice? What you mean?
No. What I'm talking about, there's a difference between having the attraction and acting on the attraction. So if you're attracted,
a man's gonna like hips, waist,
that's what I'm saying.
Man's gonna like
for
that,
example,
but
like Ed, watch this. For example,
for you to put your, it's a little bit different.
Watch this, Ed. like for example, let's talk about. I am attracted to women with slim waists and big asses. Okay, I can't help it. Like I can't flip a switch today and just say when I see that no longer arouses me. It's involuntary. There's nothing I can do about it. You show me a girl with a slim waist and a big ass. I can't.
You can do something about it.
Will you still hold that, Alvin? Will you still hold that position even though you may know they have fake asses too?
That's a whole nother.
No, because it's involuntary.
That's a whole nother thing. Because you see
goodness, man. When trying to get you to say something is like trying to nail Jello to a tree. I swear it is.
I was about to say that, but I had a point to that. Okay, let me say this. I was about to say the fake asses. Now, the point to that was when you realize it's not real, it's fake. How would you feel? You still have that same attraction?
Hey, if it looks nice, whatever it looks like, I'm fine with it. Same with weed.
Even when you know it's fake. Okay, wow.
Same with weed.
Moving on.
If a girl got fake hair in her hair, it's fake. But if it looks nice and you put the fake hair in your hair correctly,
hair in implanting something in your body to make something look like it's not, that's a big. That's a big stretch.
I actually would have
surgery.
more of a. I actually have
somebody
more
who really
problem.
love themselves.
You know what? I actually have more of a problem with fake breasts than a fake ass because I like the natural sag of breast.
I don't get brother.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like.
All right, Alvin, with your hair splitting self. Okay.
Yeah, with the fake breasts, they just sit up like that,
What's
and it feels like a.
What is the difference? What is the difference?
I'm gonna tell you the difference. I'm gonna tell you the difference. The fake breast, it just feels like a rock inside of a sock. Like you could feel the implant swirling around.
And you know this how?
Yeah, I have no idea what a fake breast feel like. I live in the hood. We don't do that shit around here.
I've dated a girl with a fake breast, and it just feels like you can feel the implant swishing around in there, as opposed to like a real breast. It's like it's real. It jiggles. You can squeeze it. There's no ding inside of it. So
you're playing with. They sit there and let you play with their fake breast.
I mean, when I was with this girl, she had fake titties. It was like, you know what I'm saying?
What else on her was fake?
But
was it really a girl?
Hey, that's what I'm getting to.
She was black.
Was it really a girl?
He said that it looks nice, and it's damn. Like
I'm not a fan of, but with the fake asses, those fake asses feel like real asses. It's just all fat they're putting back there. Like that fat transfer surgery, they taking fat from their stomach and stuff, and their arms, and they put it back there.
Yeah, I've seen an Asian woman that did it. Yeah, on TV.
So it feels like a fake ass feels like a real ass. Fake titties don't feel like real titties.
But they do have butt implants too, though, Alvin.
Yeah,
but anyway,
those aren't the right one. The butt implants aren't the butt implants. I don't like those. But the fat transfer, where they're taking stuff from the stomach or the arms and putting it back there, that actually just feels like a regular ass. Breast implants.
Wouldn't they have to keep doing that every now and then?
No, because that's their proportion. They don't have to keep doing it. Not that one. Because it's their own.
That's not how their body is actually shaped. How is going to keep that form? Like when they walk, sit down, run, natural shit.
No, because it's their fat. Now it's back. It's like some people have problem areas. You know, some people that got love handles. No matter how much they work out, those love handles are still there. Like some people got problem areas. So
they eating fucked up food.
Well, no. Well, I'm just talking about you have people who are endomorphs, right? In their body, no matter how healthy they are, they're gonna have to work out 5 times as harder based off.
I ain't got my Google out yet, man. I don't know what you just said. I don't have my Google out.
I'm just saying, you got some people who are ectomorphs, some people who are endomorphs. An endomorph will have to work out almost 3 times as hard as an ectomorph to lose weight. While of course this guy, he could just do a couple of sit-ups and push-ups, and he'll have a chest and a six-pack in just like 2 weeks. Like it's just some people who are more genetically opposed to getting muscular than others.
I can't rock with that because that's all about lifestyle, what you do on a day, what you eat. You know, if you don't work out and you go to the buy the little shit on the infomercials on TV, yeah, you're gonna get that because that's the workout that you got is gonna give you that. But you person like gotta have a job like I do, and nah, like it's what you eat with the calories, your intake in your body.
Yeah, but would you agree
do during the day?
But would you agree there's some people who don't work out at all and have a terrible diet that got 6-packs and you know what I'm saying and look physically fit?
Hey
there's
man,
people that.
They got fake 6-packs. It's like I got fake
No,
titties,
I'm
bro.
talking about there's people in high school.
I don't see how that's possible.
On the track team, this high school, he ate a McDonald's.
He on the track team.
He on the track team though, Alvin.
Say what?
You just said he on the track team. That's working out
on the track team.
No, but what I'm saying is that he ate nothing but burgers and fries every day. Like he
ran
had the
track
worst
every day.
But here's the thing: not everybody on the track team had a 6-pack. Not everyone on the
because they don't have his stamina. They didn't.
That's what I'm
saying. They don't have his work ethic.
They don't have his genetic makeup.
He was the laziest. He didn't do shit. He would come into practice late. He the first one to leave. He wasn't even really that fast, but he would eat a burger and fries.
Doing sit-ups and running is two different things. You're talking about a 6-pack. That is doing repetitive things.
No, he was just genetic. Some people hit the genetic jackpot and some people don't. I mean, that's what it is.
I say genetic jackpot is height, shit like that. Like what's his name? Manute Bol, shit like that. I say genetic jackpot, but to say that's what people eat, that's what they do.
Okay. What people eat, are you familiar with the 3 different body types? That's why I said the endomorph, ectomorph, and the exomorph. Those are 3 different
I can say a lot of stuff, but when it all comes down, it sounds nice, but when you apply it to the real world, that's the science. Just listen, brother. When you apply that to the real world, a lot of that is just made, not necessarily made up, but if you want to test for something, you can put a test. They'll test for that. And a lot of these, what are they called? Test trial things. That's the wrong thing.
What are you talking about? Case studies, tests.
Case studies, yeah. Case studies. They for one thing, they pick the certain people they want, and when you look at what they're doing, it's not nothing. They're picking the people. They're picking people who got certain diets. I used to look into I love the body. I look into the body a lot. It was for a time of almost a year I didn't eat meat, and with not eating meat, eating fruits and vegetables, not eating soda, not eating canned goods, not eating frozen foods, your body react totally different because that shit comes out like it's supposed to.
Okay. Would you agree? Would you agree? Not everybody has the same metabolism.
It's not about your metabolism. It's about the shit you put in your body. If you put in shit that's not nothing to your body.
I understand that, but would you agree that not everybody has the same metabolism?
I would agree, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so if this person has a higher metabolism than me, the effects of him eating that burger are not going to be as dire as if I eat that burger, because his body burns stuff way faster than my body burns stuff. So even though me and him are eating the same thing, I'm getting fatter at a way faster rate than he is because he has a higher metabolism. That's what I'm talking about.
See, when you talk about that, it's really your thyroid gland has to be involved in that. There's more things than just your that.
Yeah, and I understand that.
When you're putting fake things in your body that your body don't really know what the fuck to do with it, if you don't have a certain regimen to your body that can get rid of it, or a daily schedule that is put you in something to make you sweat, that is manual labor type things, you'll never get rid of it. So, like I'm saying, it's more have to do first what you put in your body. No matter how your body, if we put fake shit in if I put something fake in my body and I put the same thing fake in your body, your metabolism and thyroid cleans out of very better than mine, the shit's still gonna be fake in our body. So
right,
the
I'm not
first
denying
is
that. I'm just saying as
in
far
your body.
as yeah, I'm not denying any of what you said. I'm just talking about the look as far as looking slim and looking fat. If I eat all this stuff, I would look fat. If this guy eats all this stuff, he's still going to look slim. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, but how do we get on this subject now?
You don't know the person's daily activities. That's my whole point, brother.
Yes, we do. Especially, I got cousins. When I used to live next to my cousin, we're eating the same thing. Like, there's so many people I know.
We're talking about the masses. We're not talking about 20, 30 people you know that you can count on. We're talking about the masses. That's what I'm saying. You're putting the masses in small categories. That's impossible.
My argument isn't that eating burgers and stuff is okay. So you could eat all the burgers you want, you'll be slim. That's not the point I'm making. The point I was making is that some people will get more fit easier than others.
That's not just said. Let's just go into something else.
I heard
my bad, y'all. I'm gonna mute myself. No, you didn't. I'm saying for you to say what you're saying now is you're putting the world, or America, in 3 categories.
No, scientists.
And America has never been, brother. If I talk and you start talking, you can never hear what I'm going to say.
My bad.
You're putting America. All right, I'm cool.
I said, go ahead. I muted my mic. I muted my mic. Go ahead. I have my mic.
My bad, y'all. I'm high. I just want to get on, and I didn't really want to take it there, but he just don't want to listen. You're putting America in 3 categories. America has never been studied. That's my point. It takes you to know the person's daily activities to say what you're saying. You're going off a study. Some people studied 100 people, and they studied these 100 people for what, 3 months to a year. And then you're basing that and you're broadening your horizon on everybody. That's my whole point. And if you'd have just let me say that the first time, we'd have been with some other shit.
So, it's not as simple as just taking a whole
I'm going, y'all. My bad. He didn't get it.
I wouldn't even say that. I'm just saying it's not as simple as it wasn't just 100 people. It was like this is literally thousands of people of testing since the 1970s. Okay, so it's not like they just took 100 people, okay, dude, and then that's it. But what it is this. They take different sample sizes over a course of almost 40 years now and said, okay, we have seen that some people burn fat at this level, other people burn fat at this level, and other people burn fat at these levels. And it's ectomorph, endomorph, and mesomorph. And those are the things, and that's how they got. Now,
how did we get here?
You could disagree with the science. You could say it's all made up. The scientists don't know what they're talking about. Whatever. I'm just saying, based off that and what I've seen personally, it seems to be correct. But if you disagree,
Alvin, how did we get here though? I don't even know what we're talking about.
I don't know. You be talking, and then you be saying some stuff, and then it goes off into stuff like this.
Oh, I'll say some stuff. Oh, okay.
You did like 3 times.
Never mind, you reaching all past.
Like at first,
you all in other galaxies talking about some old crazy stuff.
Me and the brother was talking about whether or not just banging a white chick as opposed to actually being with a white chick and the complexities amongst that. Then you threw in some gay shit, and then it turned into something else.
Wait. So Ed, do you believe that there's a difference? You can just bang white chick as opposed to being with them? What you mean? Somebody believe that?
I don't know if that's what he believes, but we was about to talk about that. I don't know if that's what he believes though.
Ed,
the panel.
Nice to.
Man, he high, man.
Yeah, well, we got to get some clarity on that one.
And see, how are we supposed to have conversations when individuals want to be We're supposed to be
I'm
talking.
I'm high too. But
Now wait a minute.
Oh wow!
Now listen, I don't smoke, but I don't have no problem.
I don't have like a necessary problem with it.
No, this ain't gonna be the weed bashing show. All right?
I'm not weed bashing, but I'm saying if we're supposed to be of sober mind, talking about real issues that affect our community as Black people, how is it that we're going to do that?
We should be doing that to a peace pipe. Absolutely.
Look, people that smoke weed, some of their best ideas come out when they be high.
Mine do.
Well, maybe you need to go get high, Alvin.
No, I don't smoke
weed. Isn't like liquor.
Yeah, you need to go smoke crack.
Yeah, liquor.
That nigga crazy.
Do y'all think it's attractive for women to smoke weed?
Attractive.
You know what? I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I like it. I do. But cigarettes,
I don't mind
it.
I wouldn't say attractive. I mean, like it's not. It's not like I see a woman smoking weed, I get turned on or anything like that.
Oh yeah, because according to Alvin, you can look at her and you can say, "I like that." I don't know why. It's involuntary attraction.
Exactly. Exactly. You can look at somebody and be like, "Yeah." I don't know why I like it.
I don't know if I could be with somebody that don't smoke. That'd be terrible.
That's involuntary. I don't know why that's so different. What I mean? Okay, we got it.
I've heard some guys. I've heard both. I've heard some Black dudes who like no, they don't like a girl who smoke. They think
that's me.
That look kind of.
That's me. I don't like girls that smoke anything. Because
I tell you, it's a disgusting habit. Period. But I mean.
It's not a deal. Yeah, like it's not a deal breaker, but I prefer a girl not to smoke because you like when you kiss them.
Are we talking about weed? Or are we talking about cigarettes?
I'm talking about anything. I don't
smoking. Period. But I could tolerate more of a girl who smokes weed rather than one who smokes cigarettes.
I agree. Yeah. Smoking is a deal breaker for me. Smoking
cigarettes for me too. Yeah.
Smoking cigarettes is a deal breaker for me.
Oh yeah,
like weed, I'm not really against it. Long as it's not like they can't function, they can't do nothing without smoking. Like I don't know about that, but as far as just smoking or whatever, I don't really have a problem with that. Just long as it's not cigarettes, and because if it is, deuces, I can't deal with that.
Yeah, I'm allergic to cigarettes.
Yeah, me too.
It's a real disgusting habit.
And I've actually had that happen before. Like, I can't deal with you because you smoke.
I tried to date a guy.
I got a question.
Then they be like, "Oh, I won't smoke around you," and this and that. But eventually,
when I get in your car,
so let's deal. We got other brothers on the panel, so let's deal with this issue. We are okay. I think we swirled out. So let's deal about this other issue. This is a girl you've been talking to.
He's swirled out.
Yeah, I am swirled out. So you've been talking to a girl for a long time. You like her. She fits all your requirements. And for the most part,
what girl is it? Are you referring to a black woman? You got to be specific on here. Okay,
this is
all right.
Black girl, and she's everything together. But then you find out later that she used to be a thot.
Used to be a what?
She used to be a thot. Like she used to be
a dyke.
A thot.
A bust down.
Oh.
She used to be that.
Wow.
But she's past that. Now, does this relationship continue?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, to the right dude. Yeah, to the right dude. Yeah, some dudes may not consider it, but to the right dude. Yeah.
Would any of y'all deal with Amber Rose? Tell the truth.
I wouldn't.
Tell the freaking truth.
Look, I'm gonna tell you.
Wow.
I'm based off the past history.
I'm for real. Would any of y'all get with Amber
I'm gonna
Rose?
keep it up. Listen, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Okay, we go.
Hey, Alvin, hold on. Let somebody else answer first. Hold on. And let me finish the question. Now, Amber Rose, you know what I'm saying? She came through. You ended up something happened, whatever the case may be. You ended up meeting her. You know what I'm saying? Chopping it up with her. And maybe you seen her somewhere. She was kind of being incognito, and you saw her, you talked to her, whatever. Now, what if she was like, hey, I wanna holler at you. What's your number or whatever? And would you start talking to her? And what if she wanted to pursue things? Would you get with Amber Rose?
I would be elated.
Who said that?
Anthony.
Oh, Anthony done showed up.
He doesn't lie to you though. Anthony doesn't lie to you. He don't lie to you.
I can respect that. I can respect you saying that.
Elated.
Now me, I would look.
What about everybody else?
I would look at her past history of her little trail of guys she's with, and I don't know. Then I'll be like, okay, I'm like a regular guy. Why are you talking to me right now? You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, you would feel inferior.
Y'all would smash her with no protection.
No.
Nah. That's way too far.
Amber Rose.
Now I will keep it a buck though.
What about Amber Rose?
Listen, check this out.
Would you sleep with her?
Listen, Amber Rose is a lady.
That's a given.
Check this out. Hold on. Amber Rose is a lady with a fat ass, slim waist, and big breasts. There's not a man alive.
She's very light skinned.
There's not a man alive. And don't forget, she'll make you take your vitamins and give you that mother spirit.
And drink water.
We
got a better question.
She's super mixed and very light skinned.
You gotta keep it real, yo.
I think the better question would be, would guys wife her up? I think that's the better question.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Wait. Psycho. I want the answer from you. Mm-hmm. Would you get the first question I had? Then we can get to wifing. Would you get with Amber Rose?
Would I get with Amber Rose? Given what situation? Like, given what situation?
Maybe start dating her.
I respect Psycho for not immediately saying no. I respect you.
I'm saying,
you start dating her.
Would I pursue her?
You start dating her. Yeah. Would you pursue her?
Is a situation where it was like, the club just let out and, I just happened to like, what kind of
talk to her.
No, I wouldn't pursue her. No, I wouldn't pursue her. No. It's not my type. I'll be turned off.
Calling her up like, hey, what you doing?
That's why I had to ask what type of situation you're talking about, because I wouldn't pursue her because she's not my type. Because I don't get all caught up in that superficial stuff. Like, she's attractive and all that, but I wouldn't like that. She's attractive. I would be turned off by other things.
Would you smash?
Like I said, depending on the situation. Like I said, I wouldn't. I mean, depending on the situation. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I wouldn't pursue her. But if it was a situation where it was there, whatever that case, I don't know. Like, I ain't gonna say I wouldn't. Like I said, she's attractive, but I wouldn't wife her up. I wouldn't pursue her or anything. But again, we talking just something like a late night, something to do, whatever. Yeah, probably.
That's a real answer. See, that's
okay. Who will wife her?
No. That's not a. Listen.
That's a real answer.
Her level of status and celebrity upon her attractiveness, it's like a combination of things. Like, no man is turning her down.
No man is turning her down.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm just trying to see what the bag like.
I agree with you.
That's not true.
She's got so many different things going for her. You've gotta see what that's about. If she's checking for you, you've got to see what that's about.
But I'm saying there's
we talk one at a time. I don't want to yell. Hold on. No, I agree with you. I think no man would turn her down. You have to specify that no black man would turn her down.
No man in his right mind. Listen, and now we talking level of celebrity and status. A man under her level of celebrity and status is going to entertain her, definitely.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that.
Nah.
Some white dudes and like you talk about Asian dudes and stuff, they're not into that. They think that's fat. Having a big butt and having certain things, they're not really into that. That's more of a
white dudes. Yeah, you got white
Okay.
dudes that's not in that.
There's reasons why.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
Like, remember
They
that
can't
chick,
get to it.
Pamela Anderson?
But if they seen her on TV, they might have to say, you know what I mean? They might have. They could friend zone her anything.
Now watch this, motherfuckers out here.
The scenario is she's checking for you.
Hey, Anthony, motherfuckers out here wife Oprah Winfrey, bro.
I wife
no doubt.
That's what
Absolutely.
I'm saying. Oprah Winfrey coming
Status and celebrity with a woman. Status and celebrity. Listen, if you were just a regular dude and a woman is a doctor or a teacher or something of a higher level of status or celebrity, you're gonna check that out.
So is that based off of money though?
Absolutely, money. I just said status and celebrity. I just said that.
But Amber Rose don't have no status really besides social media status. Like she really don't like her. She's like back to Love said in the chat. She's famous for who she fucked. Like that's pretty much what she's famous for. Like she really don't have no status. Now Oprah has status. Now
I don't have no status. I'm in the hood in the projects.
It's a boost up.
Absolutely, she can't come through no project and thousands of dudes is gonna. What?
But Amber Rose ain't gonna get you out the projects though. She just make you.
Yes, she is. Yes, she. You see the way she lives. I'm absolutely out the project.
Let's do somebody.
They can run around the hood and say,
I'm absolutely out the project. Absolutely.
That's not gonna get you out the projects though.
I'm on a G4 jet. What are you talking about? I'm high above the projects.
You gotta name a white chick with more status than Amber Rose. Like it gotta be like.
It doesn't matter. I just be talking about.
I don't know.
I just said if I'm in the projects, I said a teacher, a doctor, a female teacher, doctor, or anything of a high level of status or celebrity is a come up to that man.
Yeah.
So
if she's checking for him, he's got to check that out.
Is she straight white or is she biracial?
Who?
Amber Rose. Amber Rose. She's straight white.
Mixed or something.
I think
she's Cape Verdean. That's mixed, and she says she's not black.
Right.
Yeah, I know. I think that's why I said I thought she was one of those mixed people that was denying their blackness and everything else.
Yeah, but she adores black culture. Always wanted to be black, and so on and so forth. So.
She always wanted to be black.
She adored black women. If you hear her talk about being black and growing up, she wanted to be like the black girls, like so.
That's bull crap. I don't believe that.
Well, why isn't she doing something positive instead of out here talking about slut walks? And if that were true,
well, the way her life went and all of that is how it is. But you know, she's a celebrity.
But now she has quote unquote status.
She was a stripper.
She has celebrity. Why doesn't she use her quote unquote status and celebrity to promote positive things towards the black community instead of being like a thought or whatever?
Man, listen.
I'm not Amber Rose.
Hey, wait a minute.
I can't speak for her or what she.
Her father is Irish and her mother is Scottish. She's just a straight white chick.
Oh. So she's a liar?
We could argue that. That could be up for argument.
I could have sworn she had some black in her.
Nah, man. What they did is her mother's from South Africa, but she's Scottish. She just lives there.
Oh,
exactly.
She's a quadroon. She's a quadroon. Hello.
So,
she's a quadroon. Hello. She's a quadroon.
We hear you, sister.
She's a quadroon. She's like 25%.
Wow.
So she like Rock Newman.
Yeah, her black is like all the way down.
Hey, but listen, shout out to Amber Rose though. Shout out to Amber Rose though, because she's not having no babies with white people. She having babies with black people.
Somebody has a feedback. Somebody has feedback.
Mic check. That's not me.
Somebody has an echo and has feedback.
I don't think it's me.
Me neither.
Do you still hear it?
Can everybody mute their thing, please?
Oh.
It's an echo. Hold on.
Do you have the stream playing in the background?
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, it's gone.
See, my thing is this. Psycho gave the best answer. You know, it's not Amber Rose is on a pedestal, but goddamn, it's a slim waist and a fat ass. You're not going to just look at that and just be like, oh, okay, it's just there. you're at least gonna notice that and be like, okay, yeah, that's there. That doesn't mean you're gonna have sex with it. That doesn't mean you're gonna wife it, but you're gonna notice that if you're a man.
Do y'all apply this same thing or this same frame of mind when it's a woman, a black woman that's involved?
Of course.
Of course. She's a female, light-skinned woman.
Wait, what?
I didn't know.
She is a female, light-skinned woman with a slim waist and a fat ass, and that's gonna get attention from her.
And she is a whore.
Physically to the eye, she's gonna always be a
proclaimed sluts.
I'm just saying
that may be true.
That's why I said the better question would be, would you wife her?
Right.
Because
Wiz Khalifa wifed her, so somebody would.
Yeah, I'm sure
question too. But he wear purple hair and fingernail polish.
I know that's the harder question. That's actually the harder question. Like,
right.
Whoa, what is wifing? What is wifing a girl? Like, if she want to do it,
signing a marriage license or a marriage contract, whatever you call it.
Having sex with his wife and her.
And that too, yeah.
I'm definitely wifing her. She's got more money than me.
See, I'm gonna put it like this. If it's an Indian woman, a Middle Eastern woman, a white woman, a black woman, if she has a slim waist and a fat ass, a nigga gonna look at that and contemplate about what he finna do.
That's the easy part. That's the easy part. Here's the bigger question: would you have a child with her?
Probably not.
No.
There we go. Now we all agree on that. No.
But how can you guarantee that you wouldn't have a child with her if you just gonna have sex with her? You can guarantee that.
Now that would be my
only way you can have a child with her.
That would be my gamble. That would be my gamble in life. That's a gamble.
Amber Rose. Can one of y'all give me a good reason why y'all would pull out a Nicki Minaj?
Huh?
What? Like,
wait.
Did you say pull out?
Yeah, pull out. Somebody give me a legitimate.
I ain't pulling out of nothing.
You should.
This conversation right here is an example of why some of the stuff that men say with their standards is complete bull crap. Because at the end of the day, a lot of brothers will still screw a whore and still wife a whore.
That's a fact.
Alvin.
Wait a minute. She has to be light skinned.
She's a black woman though.
She has to be
black.
mixed.
Why are we doing the caste system thing?
Y'all do the caste system. I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it.
You talking about her light skin and stuff. No, she a black woman.
Because legit posed to ask.
Is she a whore though?
Hey, Alvin.
A black girl from the hood or something.
Hey, Alvin, no.
Brown skin or dark skin girl. No.
Is she a whore?
Nobody said nothing wrong with no dark skin girl. I like dark skin girls.
Hey, Alvin, though, for real, you asked the question, why would any of the brothers on the panel?
I can't think of a good reason why a brother would pull out a Nicki Minaj. I
but she's a cool
logical reason for why a guy would do that.
Come on, Alvin. She a cool.
It does. I'm talking about your regular
Alvin.
And then she got fake body parts. Yeah. She got fake titties, Alvin.
You gonna do a keep a baby on?
Fake titties, right?
We talking
I can clear this up.
That guy will have nothing to worry about for the rest of his life.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna tell you who's two suckers: Safari and Meek Mill. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Two suckers. I seen it.
Alvin, you said you like a slim waist and a fat. Alvin, you said you like a slim waist and a fat ass, right? Well, somebody in the comment section said a horse. A horse got a big comment section said a horse has a slim waist and a fat ass.
If you said you were married,
Alvin, look at them horses and be like, you do got a fat ass.
Men are attracted to women like that.
Lord have.
And that's the exact standard for women.
I'm telling you, okay, a dude that work at Target.
Watch your horses.
Y'all keep accepting those. Y'all keep accepting those fake butts.
Listen, a guy that works at Target.
Hold on. Y'all keep accepting those fake butts and breasts. Pretty soon you're gonna be accepting a fake vagina.
Nah, listen.
Okay. I mean, the average dude doesn't run a course.
Listen, we gotta ask the real shit. A dude working at Target making $8 an hour. Nicki Minaj gives him a chance to have sex with her. Bare. Tell me why.
And what does he die from just having sex with Nicki Minaj? So what?
No, I'm talking about you get her pregnant. You're now.
Oh, so now she's pregnant too.
No, Alan. You just caught a disease, Alan.
That doesn't mean anything for you.
If you I'm talking about a dude.
Is she talking about marrying a dude
at Target?
Alvin,
is she talking about marrying
Alvin, you just caught something, Alvin.
But okay, you caught something. You could take some pills and get rid of it in 10 days. But now,
are you sure? Damn, Alvin, you sure well versed in this here stuff right now. Ooh, wow.
Wait a minute. So what we said, Nicki Minaj is
Alvin on the scene, or patient Alvin, I should say.
Look, I'm
so
saying
Nicki Minaj is a whore too now.
I'm talking about a dude only making $8 an hour gets to have sex with Nicki Minaj. Why is he pulling out? It doesn't make any logical sense.
What? Okay, so if he's but Alvin, what's your point? So what if he ain't pulling out? Is he being like? Is he being taken out of Target? Like is Nicki like?
He's infatuated.
I mean, not white, like marrying him, or I mean,
right? While she's in Target, she's seeing you working in the shoe department. Was like, yo, I want to be with him. Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying there would be no reason for him to pull out. Like somebody on her status.
There wasn't no reason for Safari or Meek Mill to pull out.
No, but see, they got Meek. Well, I don't know about Safari, but Meek Mill got a little bit more like they're like of a status. I'm talking about a nobody who gets to smash that, who don't got millions of dollars in the bank.
Man, listen. If I run into Nicki, she gonna be like, yeah. See, that's real talk, man. Like all your money, her money don't make her. Her money don't make her no more than me. Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So if she see a real nigga or whatever in Target, you know what I mean? She gonna choose up.
But I think
money don't mean nothing.
I think more black men would choose Amber Rose over Nicki Minaj.
I would.
No way.
No.
They would be retarded. They would be retarded to do that.
No.
You got Beyonce. Listen, arguably Nicki Minaj is the number 1, number 2 woman on the planet. That's the real. Beyonce's number 1.
Well, legit. What type of dude?
Is Beyonce not number 1?
What type of dude?
Hey, Jay-Z for president. Jay-Z for president.
With the fake body parts and everything.
Who got a fake?
No. I said Beyonce. Beyonce's number 1, and Nicki Minaj is on her heels.
So that just that comment right there.
Wait a minute, no, I don't know about the the fake part. I'm just talking about reality. Reality is
dark skinned women.
Beyonce's number 1.
Wow.
Nicki Minaj is number 2.
Comment right there. Some black men, no matter what, they know it's fake or whatever. They'll go.
Rose not even on their level.
Okay, let's deal with the dark skin thing. I can't even name 5 dark skinned celebrity women.
Why is that?
I can't.
Wow, Alvin.
Who are all these dark skinned women that we can just name and then compare to?
Whew.
I can't find them.
You can't.
That's the reason why we talking about light skinned women at this point, because the majority of the girls in Hollywood or in the music industry look like that. If there were some beautiful dark-skinned sisters there, then we would be talking about them.
I'm not even talking about. It's not even about looks right now. We're not talking about looks. We're not talking about looks.
I'll give you
right.
I'll give you some names.
I guess that's dark enough. Brown.
I'll give you some names. Justine Skye.
See, I don't even know who that is.
Skye, SYKE. Tika. Can I just finish speaking? Tika Sumpter. I mean, you can include somebody in there like the Kelly Rowland,
Serena Williams.
I don't know. I don't even.
Lupita.
You could include Lupita. I mean, she's African.
Oh,
but
just these guys. That's dark.
Yeah.
Carol Hicks.
she's not really dark.
Megan Good. Listen,
Megan,
it don't matter about. I'm not even talking about looks. I'm not even talking about looks. We're talking about the perception. Right now, the black woman is the number one woman on the planet. That's Beyonce.
Yeah, it is
whatever
Beyonce.
Y'all want to say, y'all can say whatever y'all want to say, but Beyonce represents the black woman of America, the Aboriginal black woman of America. Period.com.
She is at the
I'm just saying. I'm not saying it like about the looks, but we're just talking about that's above everybody. All the white ladies, all the Arab ladies, all the
representation.
Excuse me.
Why isn't Michelle Obama?
I want somebody less.
I mean, she's just not greater than
she's not light.
She got lucky to marry Barack Obama. She ain't do shit. But we're going back to Beyonce. Beyonce did a lot. That's all I'm saying. Beyonce is more influential than any woman on the planet.
That's true.
Listen. There's a dark-skinned woman on the planet right now that's undiscovered that is better than we could ever imagine. That they're not gonna.
Do she make $100 million a year, bro?
Like that.
Do she do $100 million a year, bro?
No, I'm saying they're gonna promote the Beyonce and all that because she's light skinned.
Where are our brothers at in pushing the boundaries of wanting dark skinned women as eye candy or as not even eye candy, but as successful as artists, as all of that. Where's our brothers promoting that?
I mean, they just go with what it is. It's like if you get these auditions,
they want the light skin chick. Let's be real.
Look, I'm a photographer, right?
I want the talented chick. I don't care about that part.
I've been to several casting calls, okay? When you go to these auditions, you'll find like maybe a couple of black girls, like dark-skinned girls, at these auditions. The overwhelming majority of the women that's going to these auditions are like Puerto Rican girls, light-skinned girls, or maybe caramel girls. The minority is if you're getting more sample size of this thing, you're going to see more of that thing. You don't really see a lot of, like, when I go to these casting calls, I don't really see a lot of jet black, dark-skinned girls coming, even trying out.
Because they know they're not going to get picked, so
they're not going to make it.
But that's what I'm saying. So we can't be like, well, they're only trying to push this thing. But when you go to the actual casting calls,
that's still true though. But that's still true. They're pushing their agenda, which is to push a light skin agenda and to downplay a dark skin one. So I mean, that's around the world, and that's out in the open agenda.
Now, I'm gonna throw. Look at people like Nikki. I'm gonna make y'all head flip.
Look at. Can you hold on, Alvin? You talking about I'm long winded.
I know. We both. Like, go ahead. No, I just talk a lot, but it'd be short though. Go ahead.
She can't go 2 minutes. She gonna try to intercede something.
I go 30 seconds.
And see, and you already lost. Anyway, so but a lot of it's several documentaries. I think you can find some of them on YouTube of like the video girls or whatever and what they go through. And they did one where they featured, I want to say it was 3 or 4 dark-skinned black women who were like quote unquote urban models or whatever. And it was showing them going to castings like for videos and stuff like that, and how often they are not picked. And if they are picked, it's to kind of like be in a group. They're not going to be the main star love interest of the video. It'll be like a group of women and they'll be lumped in there. So a lot of sisters don't pursue it. And the ones they get picked over.
I'm gonna tell you this. It's not even about light skin, dark skin. I would say hair plays more of a factor because watch this. Let me tell you something. If you get a light skinned girl with the natural, very coarse African hair and a jet black sister who has natural, curly, long, flowy, crinkly hair,
I understand what
most
you're saying.
guys will probably go for that dark skinned sister because it would be like exotic.
What about Lauryn Hill?
That's what I'm saying.
Hill?
I disagree.
But I'm saying like me, you see these sisters that he's pulling up.
Man.
These sisters with like who's jet black, but they have the soft, crinkly hair.
They have. Go ahead and say it. They have good hair.
I said soft,
That's
crinkly
what you really
hair.
want to say.
Whether it's good or not is subjective. Okay, I'm just saying.
Now, why would you even say that?
What you saying?
Why would you even say whether it's good or not is subjective?
It is subjective. Some people like it, some people don't.
Their hair is good if it's theirs.
I mean, hey, if some people like the soft, crinkly stuff, some people like the nigga nap. It's like whatever you want is fine. What I'm saying is that if you have a dark-skinned woman with that kind of hair, that's something considered exotic because typically a dark-skinned woman, it doesn't have that natural grain of hair. So it's going to look way more exotic as opposed to just a light-skinned girl with nappy hair. So in that scenario, the dark-skinned girl will actually win.
I'm not so sure about that because they'll slap a wig or weave on the light-skinned girl.
Well, if the light-skinned girl is just wearing a natural afro and it's her natural coarse hair, and you have this dark-skinned girl, but she has naturally flowy, soft hair, most guys will probably pick that dark-skinned girl in that scenario because it's exotic.
I disagree. They might be like, oh, she has some pretty hair, but they still want that light skin because they know that a woman can change her hair, and a lot of black men are okay with weaves. So if she puts a weave in her hair, they not tripping off that anyway. She's still light skinned at the end of the day.
I just don't understand. Like, it's like me personally, I don't understand how being light or dark gets you extra points. Like when I see a woman, it's like you're either pretty or you're not. Like the tone color of your skin is not going to get you any extra points or make you lose any points. You know what I'm saying? It's just okay. You're beautiful and dark skin. Okay, fine. Are you beautiful and light skin? It's not because of the shade color.
Well, a lot of brothers say things like black bitches are played out.
Shit.
Stuff like that. A lot of
I disagree with that kind of rhetoric.
Yeah.
I mean, they basically saying their mama played out. Yeah, that's interesting. But that's cooning though. But here's the thing though. You know, I don't like to get into the color stuff or whatever because we come in all different colors and hair textures and things of that nature or whatever. I just think that those things are weird that people use those as, oh, he got good hair, so I want to make a baby with him. And that's what you're basing your, you know what I mean? So I just think, those things are kind of weird that we use those superficial things to do what we got to do as opposed to what the person's bringing to the table. You know what I'm saying?
See, look, like this Justine Sky girl, she's gorgeous, but it's only because, well, I won't say it's only because, but why she's getting a lot of roles is because it looks like she got the crinkly hair thing. Like she's dark, but it looks like she got the crinkly hair thing.
Pull her up?
That's probably why she's getting the role.
Let me see. Well, I mean, but I'm tired. I don't want to see the one girl, Paula Patton, no more.
A couple of other names.
Cause she's gorgeous. This Justine Sky girl is gorgeous.
Yeah, pull her up. Let me check her out.
Hold on, I'm finna pull up, man. I'm looking at her like she is really pretty. Hold on.
Let's not be fooled when the people that have these casting calls, they're white Jewish people.
That's right.
For the most part.
That's right. So they're trying to put, because if I'm doing a casting call, I'm looking for dark.
White Jewish.
I mean, I ain't gonna be like dark, but I want African features. I want some big lips. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the natural hair. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be looking for a whole different thing. So we should just put
that. May not be good business wise though.
I think all of y'all probably know who Bria Miles is.
Oh, she's one of the finest. Yeah, she was woof. Yeah, she was incredible.
Man, listen, man, ain't nothing more finer than a black woman, man. No,
she's
nothing on the
super dope. I'm gonna say that from a woman's perspective. She was.
She was
Give me
super
Cash
dope.
Doll. If we talk about looks, I want Cash Doll over Nicki Minaj. If we talk about money and fame, what? You know what I'm saying? That chocolate, man. You can't mess with that chocolate. I don't care.
I ain't gonna lie though. I like the Northeast African look. I'm not really Like
the more white European type look.
The European, the invader look.
They are black. These are black
the
women.
Mediterranean.
I didn't say that they're not black. I
women.
said
So
the
we
more
can't
European look.
well, they're not really black women. No, they're black women. I like that particular brand of black women. Okay?
Right. The more the more Eurocentric looking.
He like the Hicks look.
He like the Cuban look.
He like the Hicksall look.
That's right. He do like Cuban. He got a Cuban.
He like the Cuban look. Let's get it.
I like the North.
This is what makes me mad though. When it comes to like the urban model girls, like the Instagram girls, when they the dark skinned girls, all they be trying to do is focus on their butt, and they like shine their butt up, really shine it up in these pictures.
Damn, this Bria Miles chick. That's what they doing with her. Goodness gracious.
And that's all they use. Oh, look at her butt. Look at her butt. It's not as much about like her overall beauty.
Yeah, because originally when you went to Africa and you got with those women, that was the attraction. That was their value in there.
But
yeah,
because I'm gonna keep it real.
So that's what they're gonna promote now.
Big butts.
Yeah, because I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah, the white man sound fascinating too. The white man sound fascinating too.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, like I'm gonna keep it real too, man. I'm not particularly attracted to like the apple face Bantu look, like the Dinka tribe women, like that look.
Yeah,
I'm not really attracted to that. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Okay,
you like Cubans, Alvin.
We Americans though.
Can you put this picture up and tell me if you are attracted to this girl?
You putting up a picture?
I'm gonna have Psycho put it up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like the Northeast African black woman.
Where you sending it?
To Messenger.
This Bria Miles though is bad though.
No, she's one of the top. She's probably the top. Oh, yeah, that's crazy. She's probably the top dark skin woman.
Man, but the face. See, that's what I'm saying.
Don't like her, but they're gonna take her.
I put up on Facebook. These guys was going crazy about it.
But see,
it was about 8 girls. Hold on, Alvin. See what I mean?
Go ahead. I'm quiet.
It was like maybe 8 girls. I should see if I can find it. It was like 8 girls. They was all dark skinned, very dark skinned, like Bria Miles color, and they were on the beach and stuff in bikinis. And it was like all the guys was loving it. But also at the same time, it's like, why do the dark-skinned girls gotta be like a sexual thing? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like they gotta be like these erotic Afrocentric poses.
It's the original. You can't get no better than that. So
but
like
a light-skinned girl can have on like some jeans, like a tank or even a crop top or whatever.
Goodness gracious!
And it's still
like, I'm gonna ask y'all one question.
It's the
us as black
servant
man, you can't even name us one white woman that's attractive on the planet. You can't name us one.
Alvin
can.
Who? I bet he can't. What's her name? Alvin, what's the white girl name that you think is beautiful?
He's saying Kim Kardashian.
She's not. No, she's black. She's over here with us. Keep going. Next.
No, she ain't black.
No. That's not a white lady. She got a fat old ass. You know what I'm talking
about? What you mean that ain't a white lady? Yes, she is.
Huh?
Yes, she is a white lady.
Well, she's kind of Arab, I guess.
No, she's not. She's European. She's Armenian. No, she's not black.
Armenia's in Western.
She does have some Arabic in her, but she's not black.
Yeah.
All right, well, you can't. No, you can't have Kim. Y'all can't have Kim.
Okay,
so try again.
She's
can't have Kim.
I can't believe y'all.
Arab.
I know
they can't have Kim.
She's not black, but I think her father was.
She ain't white. She ain't white though. I'm saying, name me a white woman.
Say something like that.
Her mother's white.
No. I'm just playing about that. But she's not black.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not
white.
No, she's from Armenia. Armenians are. They're like.
She's not white.
She's from Europe. She's
no,
not.
Armenia's in Asia. It's not in Europe.
She is not black.
Armenia is in Asia.
I don't
She is
give
not
a
white.
where it's at. She's not black. She's not an
All right,
African.
okay.
She's
All right,
not
okay.
black.
Well, name me a white lady.
Charlize
Name me
Theron. Charlize Theron.
Right. No,
The
no,
white
no.
lady
Come on,
raising
brother.
the black boy to be gay?
She built like a tall
And
white
the
boy.
one who
Come on
talks
now,
all
bro.
kind of crap about black people.
What?
She's extremely racist.
Who do?
I'm surprised at this now. Y'all going
I
far
can't believe y'all.
beyond.
Hey, wait a minute. With that picture Psycho just put up, you're asking
I don't
if
see
you're
it.
attracted to that girl?
Yeah.
Where is it at?
I mean, the body, the face ain't really all that. But
I don't see the picture.
See
What
what I
picture
mean?
her face. I mean, it's just her face. I'm not really attracted to her face. The body.
I
looks
bet
like
she was light in.
Put it back up, Psycho.
No,
What
it
is
ain't
he
got
talking
nothing to do with
about?
her being light skinned because
Yeah, I
that
didn't see the
light-skinned
picture.
girl looks gorgeous and she's
Is
black.
it up? Did Psycho put it up? I didn't look at it.
Yeah, put it back up, Psycho. Yeah, ain't got nothing about her being dark. I just don't like how her face.
Hey, so
looks.
Renee, do you like China Fox, Renee?
Some things. I'm not with her on the homosexual stuff.
Well, I don't know her stance on that, but I mean because she's super light skinned and she goes hard on black issues and you know things of that nature.
No, somebody exposed her. Did you see the pic where she's taking pictures with white people?
Did Psycho ever put it
No,
up?
no, that was Cynthia G. That was Cynthia G.
No, her too.
Psycho, are you there?
Psycho, you put that picture
Yeah.
up?
God damn, man.
Nah, I'm like,
Okay. Now,
There you go.
her face, I'm not really
Wow.
attracted to her face. But everything
Okay.
below the neck is looking just about right.
all right.
Yeah, who's this? Who's this right here?
I don't know. Some girl.
I don't know.
Yeah, because listen, if you take away that body and just put a sweater on her with this face and a regular body, you're not going to look at her and be like, wow, she's gorgeous.
How's that the
You-
wrong with her face?
You wouldn't look at her. What's wrong with her face, Alvin?
I'm not saying she's ugly. I'm just saying she likes
No, you would just think she's normal, or she would be a regular.
Yeah, she'll just be a regular
If
girl.
she was light skinned, she probably
Regular
be
with
bad.
that body?
Not
Y'all
because,
crazy.
no, you can't put
No,
light.
he said take away the body.
If she was
Hey,
light
you
skinned,
like
she would be
that
bad.
Justine Sky girl
Y'all bugging,
was
Phil.
gorgeous in
Y'all
the
bugging out.
and she was dark.
Alvin, you bugging out, bro.
Yeah,
She
he
just
bugging
looked
out.
like so that
Yeah,
lady.
nah,
Ain't nothing wrong with that
Covered
girl's
up.
face.
Covered up, she's fine.
Right.
Yeah, you just
She-
see.
no,
With a
her
plastic
body-
bag of.
See,
Is that just a
Sissy.
model or is that an actress?
I can
She's some
differentiate
kind of urban
between
model.
the body and the
Oh.
face. Just looking at her face, she's not ugly. You know, obviously.
Yeah, I didn't see where she was strikingly beautiful in the face, like
So now the
strikingly.
black lady got to be strikingly beautiful.
Yeah.
No,
I
no,
didn't
no, no.
understand
She was
her face,
fine,
so
no
I don't
doubt.
know.
But I didn't say she was fine, no doubt. There was no doubt about she being fine. There's no
You're
doubt
not
about
seeing
that.
that.
Yeah, she's attractive.
Yeah,
But
no,
if I
yeah,
just if she didn't have that body, I wouldn't be like.
Let's
going
see.
crazy
I'm
over it.
gonna find another picture.
Let's talk about some black men. How about that?
Okay. Yeah, let's talk about what's fine with black men. So wait, I'm gonna send this picture to Psycho. Okay, and then I have a light skinned girl I want to put up.
Unfortunately, all we have to base it on is their face and then what they open their mouths and say,
Yeah, we talking about the face, man. The face is
and whether or not they got dirty
what-
fingernails.
See, the
Okay.
face is what determines if you're gorgeous.
I don't fucking think now, dude.
All right, so tell me, is her face gorgeous? I just sent you a picture, Psycho.
Because
But,
that Justine girl was
Yeah, let's
actually
talk
gorgeous.
about some men. Let's talk about some men.
What about men?
Who's fine?
Yeah.
Anybody that's dark, y'all just gonna be like, he's the real.
Well,
black.
don't y'all all have your favorites?
How you know that, Alvin?
Cause it's like look, man. Maybe I'm a little scorned because light skinned niggas like me, man. We've been out since the '90s. Like we was ruling.
That's a
the 90s.
fact. That is a fact.
The 2000s.
That's a fact.
We was just the Tay Diggs and the Tyrese's. And all that shit came out, and then it was just a wrap for us. You know what I'm saying?
Ah.
So it's like.
Now I got one more picture I'ma send,
Okay,
and I
she's
want
what?
y'all to.
Now this,
Yep.
she is beautiful in the face. Now that's a beautiful woman.
See, a dark skinned woman
You
got
thought
to
the other one wasn't?
be beautiful.
No, I'm just saying no. The other girl was okay. This is an actually beautiful dark skinned woman.
This shit right here, she's okay too. She's not like okay, whatever. She alright.
Okay, to me, she's going.
She's pretty though. She's pretty.
I love dark skinned women. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I love dark skinned women.
She looks like Northeast African. I bet you she's from somewhere, Somalia or Eritrea, Ethiopia. She's somewhere from around there. This is the type of African woman I like. Right now.
You like Cubans, Alvin?
Right.
I like girls.
You like women who are racially ambiguous.
Yes. I like girls that look like this.
Renee's face is finer than both of them women.
Oh, hey man, I was gonna say the same thing. I was gonna say Renee has a beautiful face right there.
I was gonna say, yeah, Renee's face is finer than both of them.
Yes, Anthony.
Thanks, guys.
Who was that? Who was that girl you just posted right there, though? Who was that?
I don't know. Just some random girl. Yeah. But I'm trying to give y'all this picture of a light skinned girl and see how y'all like y'all said the other girl, the super thick girl, y'all said that she wasn't all that. Okay, now I want y'all to see what y'all say about this. Psycho, I'm seeing this picture right now.
I mean, if you black, I don't know.
Yeah, that one's real. That one real.
If you're a woman, it's hard to find something. You know,
if you're a woman, what?
I mean, because
ugly about you.
Because I'm gonna be real. Like even if you go into Instagram, right? And me personally, I only want to see black women on my feed. You know what I'm saying? So I actually like whenever a white girl come on my feed, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see them. And most of the ones that be on there be fat, like white girls, thicker ones. You know what I'm talking about? Cause they trying to get black men because they know we don't like flat asses and big old titties. Yeah, we don't like that at all.
Right.
This light skinned girl, right? She likes. I mean, she don't look. She don't look better than the last picture y'all posted up. She's cute though.
Now, okay, so look at her face. Now, if her eyes were black, dark brown, and she had dark brown skin, would you think that she's so pretty?
I don't think she's.
Because I could see a lot of brothers saying this girl.
She's got more of a child like innocence like look to her like
You know this? I don't like the apple thing. Like it's not skin color.
No distinct jawbone.
Yeah, it's the for me it's the face structure.
It's a cute. She got like a cuteness going on.
Yeah.
I mean, but if she was dark, I don't think as many people would say. Hey, back to love. I don't think as many people would say, because the first girl's picture that I had Psycho put up, the super thick girl, to me they have like a similar nose. This light skinned girl and her have like a similar nose.
Better, the first one or this one? Who looks better, the first one or this one?
The very first one.
The first one.
Psycho.
Okay.
I would say this one.
Hey, Psycho.
What's up?
Can you look up a woman for me?
Who?
Her name is Amara, Amara, La Negra.
You want me to look it up, Psycho, and send it to you?
The Black American.
Yeah.
Interesting.
See, like that last girl in the face, she looked. The other girl looked a little older in the face. Like it just.
See all of y'all little excuses.
Maybe it's not an excuse.
No. Like if you just say beautiful.
Yeah, but
what's the direct question? What's the specific question? Is she beautiful or?
Yeah, because
that's
an individual pursuit though. Who you consider to be beautiful? Like
I'm asking legit. I'm asking what is her specific question? Was the girl? Is she asking us? Do we think the girls are beautiful or?
Well, see, the first girl and the last girl had similar noses. And, y'all were saying that the first girl basically wasn't all that in the face or whatever. But on a light-skinned girl, my point was saying if it was on a light-skinned girl, it would be deemed as more attractive. And
Well, a
so
lot of people.
that girl, she had.
Yeah, I would. But see, what I'm saying is, like,
I see what you're saying.
If the first girl, see, I look at jaw structure and bone structure over skin color. Like the skin color, you don't.
No, you look at slim waist and big asses.
Yeah,
that too. I was on, but we're talking about face. You're not going to get extra points for being dark or light. It's like,
but you like certain noses and certain lips. I like more of a bigger lips and what I'm saying, more of an Afrocentric look. You know what I mean? That's just my preference though.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people.
I didn't always have that preference though. I used to prefer lighter women. Keeping it 1,000 with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of people want a black.
But my woman is like my mama's light skinned.
Yeah, but a lot of people want a black woman with non-black features though. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if that's because that middle.
That's why all the Jacksons
was gorgeous.
That's why all the Jacksons got nose jobs, man.
Mm-hmm.
But that middle girl, I don't know who she was, but that one in the middle, she was beautiful. Yeah, she was she was really dark.
That's what it's. I'm just saying, like that was my thing. I would say a lot of times is that black men will give, they will assess more points to a very light skinned or mixed race woman.
No,
features that. So, like for instance,
mixed people are ugly too, though.
Wait a minute, that girl in the middle was darker than the first girl in the last.
Wait a minute, Alvin. Can I finish?
Okay, go ahead.
When you have a lot of, like for instance, features that are on a dark-skinned woman may be seen as ugly, but when they're on a light-skinned or mixed woman, it's seen as more attractive. That was my point. That was my point with what I was trying to do. So I feel like a lot of black men, like for instance, some brothers be like, "Oh, I don't mess with no girls," this, that, or the other. For some, have a certain characteristic. Yet, if a light skin or especially a mixed woman, if a mixed woman has that characteristic, they will work around it. They will, they'll put their deal breaker to the side. Because I've seen where black men who'll be like, "Oh, I wouldn't mess with no fat girl, no big girl." But if it's a mixed woman, they will overlook her being somewhat overweight.
I mean, there's some guys like
extra points. She gets extra points because she's mixed, and she has good hair. She may have quote unquote pretty eyes and good, like I said, quote unquote good hair. She can wash and go, and different things like that. And so they'll go ahead and accept a mixed race woman who's a little bigger, but would never date
like
a
China
black
Fox
woman like that.
Yeah, I some dudes is like that, but for me,
it's dudes who would date China Fox.
That's
they
a
would not
fact.
date a dark skinned woman who looks
that version of China
like
Fox
and talk like her.
Exactly.
Right.
That's true.
Absolutely wouldn't. Absolutely wouldn't.
So on the screen
That
right
is a
now
fact.
is
That's a fact.
Amara La Negra. Is that her?
Yeah.
You can see the ass from the front. You see him in the.
Look, listen to Alvin.
You can see it from the.
I mean, honestly, man, black women are the
from the front.
The Aboriginal American woman is the finest woman on the planet. Period.
Do we got a closer face shot of her?
Yeah, because from afar she looks like Toni Braxton.
Yeah, because like that's not a that picture ain't. I got to see like a face shot of her.
Hold on, I'll get one.
She can look like a dog. It wouldn't even matter.
I put one in the back chat.
In the back chat, okay. Because here's the thing: none of the girls y'all posted are ugly. All of them are attractive, but we got degrees to there's levels to it.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's hard for a woman to be unattractive.
Let me ask you, because I respect your admission. Why is it before that you had a preference for light-skinned black women?
Who, me?
What made you change that?
I mean, I think it just being from the South. I don't know, I don't know. I think it was just more who was attracted to you. You know what I mean? It was more like lighter women attracted to darker guys generally.
Oh, come. Okay.
I mean, that's just from my experience.
Hey, man, he's telling the truth.
It did.
Y'all be finding some way to flip it back to black women.
No. I'm saying that we talk about why I changed my preference.
Yeah, it is some truth to what he's saying because, like, I gotten approached by a lot of light skinned women. Like, a lot of light skinned women don't want to deal with anybody who's not dark skinned. I think they think it along lines they babies. I think they want their babies to be darker. So
but also it's the idea of opposites attract too. You know what I'm saying? You'll see a real dark.
All that y'all saying.
Psycho,
Alvin, everybody.
Hey, I might have been, like as not as enlightened as I am now. I think I'm gonna blame it on that. So I was just
let me ask y'all.
Now there was a time when that was
loving yourself more.
Hey, I'm sharing the girl that Back to Love posted, and in this fate, the girl that Renee posted up looks better than her. Like, this girl right here is pretty, she's attractive. It's just not really my thing.
Okay.
And it's not because of the skin color.
Ain't really my type.
It's not.
Let me ask you a question though. Okay, if y'all had a choice between Gina and Pam, who would you choose?
Gina.
Yeah. But it used to be Pam back in the days though. I gotta keep it real.
Pam was prettier. She had a nice body.
Pam had a good
day. Gina was built like a damn SpongeBob or something.
I ain't like
that. And she's not cute in the face. Gina, that's a good example. Hold on. She's a good example because she's not cute in the face. But if she was a dark-skinned black woman, she'd be ugly as hell.
It'd be over.
That is a fact.
Nigga, she ugly.
Hey, no, I'm gonna tell y'all. Y'all remember House Party though?
She be something like comedian Adele Givens.
No. Remember House Party though? Y'all remember House Party though? Remember they had the dark skinned girl? Okay, well, and she's still super uber fine, still beautiful to this day. Oh my God, she's super beautiful.
Oh, Velma.
She gotta be
AJ Johnson.
AJ Johnson.
Also, the lady who was in. Do y'all remember Class Act?
Yes.
And all that.
She's fine.
She was in Boys in the Hood too.
Yeah. Yes. She is gorgeous. You cannot really tell a difference between her and her grown daughter. That's how pretty she is.
Back then, around that time, we talking like the early 90s. I thought she was the baddest black actress out at that time.
Who is this?
I don't know her name.
And she played in Boys in the Hood. She was Mars Chestnut's baby mother.
She was Ricky's girl.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, but she's I'm not saying average black woman. All of them are bad, man. It's fine. So they're trying to make that not be the thing no more, and that's what's crazy to me. I don't understand that. When you go through
because as y'all were talking about, if y'all remember.
Look how fast that shifted from you had her name is Alicia Rogers. You had a woman like that. Yeah, she's like 50. You had a woman like that who was a dark-skinned woman who was the love interest. All the guys liked her. All the guys wanted to get with her. That was like what in the 90s? And then you had a complete flip where now the girls are racially ambiguous. And that's who all the guys are chasing.
That's part of the mental brainwashing. That's media. That's the entertainment. That's part of brainwashing us. Like,
but I ain't gonna lie.
You can't let anything go all black, or that's not their agenda. They gotta keep things
real though. The racially ambiguous women, a lot of them are gorgeous. Like they're gorgeous.
No. That's
like they're really beautiful.
There's
like it's not.
Hey, y'all think back to Class Act. Think about Laura on Family Matters. Think about House Party, the Shireen or whatever her name is. Think back to they had dark skinned girls.
But you know what? I'll take it even a step further. It's not even about them being dark. They had even the light skinned girls on there look regular. They used to get regular girls to play in these movies. They didn't always get like the supermodel type chicks. Like that's the difference more so than I think the light skin, dark skin, where now you have to look like you got to be a 10 just to play like the janitor over there somewhere. Okay. Like back then they used to actually have regular looking, as you'll see around the hood, chicks to play these roles. Like remember Juice, that girl that was the baby baby mama. She just looked like a regular old girl. You'll see.
Yeah, people was talking about her like she black and ugly.
Well, you see what people do.
The world is more global now.
What's that show? My Wife and Kids. They initially had a black girl playing his daughter, and all of a sudden they took her off the show and replaced her with a biracial girl.
Yeah,
the world is more global now.
Yeah, it's global, man.
It's more global.
Psycho, I'm sending you these two pictures of the girl from Class Act. How she looked back then, how she looks now.
Shout out to Young Dolph, man. He did a great video called Royalty. Was awesome. He had all dark skinned women in the video. Seemed like he had to go out his way to find, just all dark skinned women too. But it was.
And you know what? I might be a little.
The video. I don't know how you go back from that. Like,
I might be a little brainwashed too, though. I might be a little brainwashed in this situation because there was a movie called The Last Dragon. And when I first saw Laura Charles, I felt like that's how all women should look like.
Who was that?
That's Vanity.
Vanity. Listen, when I was like 6 years old,
do that.
That made me. When I first seen that, I was like 6.
That's not fair.
That is, and then ever since then, I've only looked for girls that look like that.
So it's not the North. It's not the Northeast African then.
She looks Northeast African.
So exactly.
Even remember Nia Long. Even remember Nia Long was. Nia Long was the baddest. Like all black people up with Nia Long.
So a woman who is that your preference or is that a deal breaker?
Brothers was all about Nia Long.
It's still there.
But a woman looks like Vanity.
And she was so gorgeous, and she was a good representation of brown skinned women.
Yeah,
she just
good too.
That's
the reason picture, right?
Yeah, she was always real classy too.
Yeah, I'm not attracted to this lady right here. Not in class or nah.
We know Alvin. It's okay.
It ain't got nothing to do with her.
Right there. You just told me Vanity was your dream girl, so I can imagine, that she probably wouldn't be attracted to you.
If you was all her and her daughter.
Because she's like,
her daughter look nice, and don't say because she lighter. See, that's
what
nobody said that.
I know, but that's what you gonna be thinking. You only said she looked better because she lighter.
Well, see, that's where that word comes up. That word comes up, preference, right? People love to hide behind preference.
Thank you. Back to love.
Because you can say that you have a preference, but does your preference become a deal breaker?
Oh, it's
if
not.
You meet a woman who doesn't, then that's my whole point.
I like a man that has use of his legs, but if he in a wheelchair and he got a great personality, I'd probably give him some play.
Right, it's not a deal breaker. I've dated girls that look nothing like that.
I totally agree with what Greg just said in the live chat. I always thought Halle Berry was a little overrated.
Me too.
I'm sorry. I just always thought that. She's not ugly. I just never the way people used to just
she became
all over her. I just didn't see it.
She became. It's like look.
Who looks better, Nia Long or Halle Berry?
I would tend to go towards more Nia Long.
All right.
Not even close.
Well, let me ask y'all this.
But I mean, I take Megan Good though. Oh, shit.
Which
and then that Katie Aubrey, y'all know her? Remember her?
Who?
Yeah, that's the one. She played Money Mike's girl in Friday next Friday. Friday after next, excuse me.
Rap,
I was gonna ask y'all
remember
which Vanessa Williams looked better, the singer or the actress?
The singer,
the actress in Hoodlum.
And with Halle Berry, honey, that white, with the mixed women, that white begins to show the older they get. They don't age as well as black women.
Because I like the Vanessa.
Fine, though.
I like the Vanessa Williams that played on the Soul Food TV show.
Liver spots. They start getting those liver spots.
You like her?
Halle Berry's still super fine. So you gotta still be in everybody's top 5. Come on now.
But see, Halle Berry's more
of beautiful women of all time.
But you know why you have to put her in one.
Remember Boomerang?
Look, you have to put Halle Berry as one of the beautiful all time because she fits. It like it becomes symbolic. You have Lena Horne, Dorothy Dandridge.
She made everybody get little bitty hairstyles.
She's
the
one of
hairstyles.
those type.
Come on, man.
She's in the epics of beautiful women. Lena Horne, Dorothy Dandridge, Pam Grier, Halle Berry, and now it's Beyonce. Like it's like
all the light skinned women.
All it sounds like
I'm gonna tell you what. Now I can't.
It's not just him. It's not just him who thinks like that. Like that was kind of like what was pushed as the standard. For a long time.
I'm about to send Psycho now.
Yeah.
Halle Berry looks beautiful in this pic. She looks gorgeous. I had to give it to her on this. And her hair is a banging.
Yeah, she's just for the 90s. For the 90s, it was Halle Berry. For the 2000s, it was Beyonce. For the 70s, it's Pam Grier. For the 40s, it was Dorothy Dandridge. 30s, Lena Horne. It's like
light skin.
Hey, aren't they black?
I'm gonna say this though.
Are they black or are they not?
Well, now the thing is, though, I mean, I understand what you see on TV. I went to Houston to a comedy show, and I could point out 10 women who were in that comedy show who look better than all the women you just named.
I know. See,
man, Houston. Oh my God!
But that's what I'm saying.
The baddest women on the planet.
You go to Houston. I'm serious. You'll find people who look a whole lot better than Halle Berry.
Man,
just walking down the street.
But I think there's a difference between what it is symbolically and what it actually is. Like Beyonce really is okay to me, right? But it's beyond. It's the aura behind it that boosts it up. Like there's girls in my hood that look better than Beyonce. Okay,
I met her. No, when she was 18. No, cuz listen, bro. Some people got it. She's the real deal, fam.
Yeah,
you can't teach that. You can't teach that. Yeah, no, you can't teach that.
I see. She is beautiful, but it's not like that girl that Renee posted, the dark skinned girl. That I would actually go with that before Beyonce, just physically.
You're right.
That girl in the middle, that I don't know whoever it was, but that her hair pulled back. To me, she looked more exotic than Beyonce did.
I want no exotic. I want a black woman.
What's up with this exotic thing?
A black woman can be exotic. A black woman can be exotic.
I want a black woman with black features. I want full lips. I want a broad nose. No European noses. No thin lips. No blonde hair.
Okay.
What you are. When most dudes talk about exotic, they mean mixed women.
Thank you.
Exactly.
I'm not talking about it. Don't necessarily mean mixed for me. It's just you look exotic.
You want something that's outside the norm. You don't want something that looks like a normal black woman. You want somebody who looks different.
I mean, if you want something that's
slanted, you want some slanted eyes.
Well, if
you want slanted eyes, you want this.
Well, you don't want. If you want something beautiful, you don't want nothing normal. Because if it was normal, it wouldn't. It's like if this girl just looks like everybody else, then it's like, okay, she's just a part of the norm.
Listen, they don't even make movies like Love Jones. They don't even make movies like Love Jones anymore.
Of all time.
Me too. That's in my top 5. Yeah, I would dang near say my favorite. It's definitely in my top 5. They don't
make movies like that no more.
It's amazing. That movie is everything. It's everything. It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And yeah.
Okay, well, if we could go across the panel.
Do you like Buffy the Body's look?
Her face? Not really. The body, of
people
course.
Think her face is hit.
I mean, she's not ugly. It's just, take away the body.
You would like her.
Okay, this is a picture of Nia Long right now.
Nia Long is gorgeous.
She's so pretty. Also, what's her name? Keisha Knight Pulliam.
Yeah.
A lot of brothers like her.
That's tough for me right there. Every time I see her, I see her as a little kid, man. Every time I look at her, dog, it's kind of tough to look at her like that. Like,
I know when she was on the Cosby Show, she used to stay right not too far from here. We used to see her all the time.
Yeah.
Little ass girl. Now she grown, and yeah, she fine right now too.
Well, look, all the guys on the panel. Who's like, if you could pick one woman of your dreams, who is it? Any woman.
I told you mine, but she's dead now. Unfortunately.
Who?
Vanity.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
Psycho.
All my friends are dead.
Oh Lord, man.
I don't know. I gotta put some heavy thought.
What about you, Psycho?
I gotta put some heavy thought to that.
Laura Charles.
Y'all know my
Oh man, these are long as the school dang on free. Like it should be a law.
Her skin is beautiful, isn't it, Miss Renee?
Yeah,
Sister Renee.
It should be a law against. She is so freaking pretty, and she's a good actress too. I don't know why she didn't become bigger.
Black Light said Takara is his favorite. Go ahead, Black Light.
You know what? You know who else I was big on? She's in that new movie that just came out with Jada Pinkett and Queen Latifah. She played in Don't Be a Menace While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood.
Regina.
Help me out here,
Hall. Oh, Regina Hall.
Regina Hall.
That her name? That might be her. Yeah, that might be her. She's in the movie with Jada Pinkett and them right now. It just came out.
It might be, yeah. If it's the woman I'm thinking of, yeah.
Yeah. Girl Trip.
That's think about Melinda. What's her name?
Linda Williams.
Yeah.
She played Bird.
Oh, yeah,
who played Bird and Soul
the TV show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, muchachos know
Nia
mine.
Long played her in the movie, right?
Mine is Jill Scott, boy.
I can't find that other picture.
Jill Scott.
Jill from Philly.
That's my one.
Jill Scott
Psycho.
That's a pretty big. She's a pretty big girl.
She's just a pretty woman.
I like big girls too. Like,
sure you do.
I've been with some big girls.
I thought you just said a few minutes ago you like slim waist and a big ass.
Some big girls got proportionately slim waists and big ass. Proportion.
It's Jilly from Philly all day.
That's what I'm saying.
Close second, Layla Hathaway.
If you got, it's all about proportions, man. Like you got big women who are still shapely. Like it's not, you know what I'm saying? They big, but it's all going to the particular spots.
Yeah, some guys like them Ferrari type girls. They look good on the outside, but ain't got no engine in them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They want that body.
He said, "Oh snap!"
Yeah. Then when you get with these women and they don't do anything else, so she be pretty. Now you're like, you all mad. She don't cook. She don't clean. She just sit on her ass all day looking pretty. That gets old real quick.
I sent you those pics. Psycho.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie though. It's.
I live by the world-renowned poets Belle Biv DeVoe. Never trust a big button to smile. Get you in trouble every single time, man. You need more than that.
Man, the big button to smile can take you so far, though, man.
Big button to smile can get you on child support. Big button to smile can get you living.
So pretty, y'all.
Oh, your long is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
They like, oh yeah.
Yeah, she on that. I can't really rock with old girl. She on that all lives matter tip.
Yeah, she be cooning it. I see.
Yeah, I can't rock with no cooning. Sorry, pretty as you want to be.
Man, she's a cute coon.
She's so
It's a lot of cute coon.
Yeah, Alvin.
If you a traitor, you a traitor, whether you're pretty or not.
You know what we do with traitors? We have babies with them. No, I'm just
and people who down with the swirl.
And them be them dudes on YouTube crying about child support.
People down with the swirl are traitors.
Yeah, damn straight. That's why y'all were naming some of them other people. I'm like, nah, I can't rock with her. Like y'all, who's the girl y'all brought up? Bria Miles. She with a white dude. She off limits.
She is. She sure is.
She with a white dude.
Yeah, that's why I said she was. That's why you was.
Getting nominated,
and then that whole conversation about Amber Rose. That's a woman who says she's a white girl.
Okay.
I don't give a damn about her body, her waist, all that. She says she a white girl. She off limits too. Yeah, she says she's a white girl. Her mom is biracial and her dad is white. She is 25% black and 75% white.
That's right. And she said her dad is white as snow.
I thought she had more black in it than that.
That's exactly her
truth.
Well, I mean, if you count the dude she slept with, yeah. But her biology, no.
Amber Rose, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think there's just levels to it, man. I see Amber Rose, I'm like, yeah, you know, it's
black man, black woman, black child.
I kept getting a bunch of light skin.
I mean, she's attractive, so yeah, maybe. But I'm not really.
Hell, Eldrick Cleaver said the woman who got Emmett Till set up was attractive too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know,
he said that back to Love.
Yes, he said that.
And she probably was. It's still a true fact. It's whatever happened to him afterwards has nothing to do with whether the girl was attractive or not.
Yeah, attractive still has nothing to do with it.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Whether
the girl was that she had a young man lynched is irregardless. You know what I'm saying?
Real with y'all. Black men should feel ashamed forever even thinking a white woman is beautiful or ever even fantasizing or anything. Black men, the person that black men should hate the most should be the white woman. The white woman has put the black man through more hell on this land than anybody else. And she's been able to do it because she uses sex as a manipulation tool. And also when we look back at some of the biggest things, like I talked earlier about Black Wall Street and all that, much of that was all set off by what? A white woman. A white woman came and claimed that a black man raped her or sexually assaulted her or approached her. White women have set off hella stuff. But guess what? Black men don't hold no grudge against them.
Well, that's deep. Honestly, you're right, Sister Renee. Because
not all black men.
Here's the deal with that, though.
Not all.
Yeah. But here's the deal with that, what you just said.
But like it's situations like I hate those big tile women and everything else, but you have some of those big tile women are attractive, but I would never deal with them because of their mindset. That makes them ugly.
Exactly.
And so therefore,
what we do as a people is this: we view individuals, but view ourselves as a collective. So if one black woman does you wrong, that's all black.
Yep.
That's that one girl. You see what I'm saying? And that's the thought process. Like I said, I'm like, when you see the things that have happened, like I look at Nate Parker. He went on a rape case for a white girl. And then what did he do? He married another one.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he
stood by his side through the thick and thin.
That girl didn't stand by his side. That girl she left him. She left until after the case was over.
Let's not talk about standing by his side to the thick and thin.
Hey, I'm talking about. So look,
brothers down.
Listen,
black women sure enough got that.
Look, this one
to any prison on any given day, and you'll see it.
We gotta deal with this. The dude that played Luke Cage, right?
Oh Lord,
that white woman he was with when he was broke and had no money, he was living in his apartment.
Bringing out that cake.
So check it out. What do we say to this guy? When he wasn't nothing, he was struggling, going to classes and all that stuff. He was staying with her when he was broke. He gets back on, and now he's kind of famous, and she's still there. He's supposed to throw this girl that been here with him through the war, and now there's the victory. He's supposed to throw it away because she's white.
Well, why not? Because black men do that all the time to the black women.
But see, that's it. So two wrongs make a right. Okay.
No, but
three
I'm
rights
saying
make a left.
What's good? Hold on. But I'm saying what's good for the gander? Hold on. Why isn't that good? What's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? So if they can do that to black women, why can't they do it to white women?
Oh, thank you.
Because it's wrong either way.
Well, let me say this.
I just think you slipped up in the moment.
I got what you're saying, but let me say this.
It's wrong.
Okay, but here's the deal. Okay, he made his choice. That woman was there for him. She rode with him. I look at someone like Taye Diggs, right? Taye Diggs is married. He was married to the white woman. He loved his own mama said she knew he was gonna marry a white woman. Okay, but here's the deal. When he's trying to make money, when he's trying to get acting roles, who does he want to watch those? He ain't asking white people to watch his movies.
No,
he wants black people to watch his movies. So my point is this: if that woman was there for you and she rode with you, then let her take care of your ass. Don't be coming to the black community.
Don't build your career off of the backs of black people.
Exactly.
And furthermore,
Taye Diggs' mama don't sound happy.
This goes right back to that bull crap about so-called good white folks. Black people always trying to look for a needle in a damn haystack. when it comes to white people. And that's a damn shame. I don't give a damn if that woman was there with him. You don't know what the whole situation
and then I make
was.
you know what's so funny in Psycho? It's so funny. I'm on both hangouts.
She could have been investing in him because she knew something was going to take out. It could be so many other circumstances.
This was so amazing about
situation that you don't even know about.
Look, let me tell you what's so amazing.
Hold on, Alvin. Even if it wasn't that, still, who gives a damn? That should justify him being with a black woman. I mean, a white woman. Why can't he leave her? Why can't
what about
leave her
when somebody's there with you through the thick and thin? Why can't he want to stay with him?
They do it to black women every day.
What about polite?
Because it's wrong if you do it to
black women.
What about polite?
It's like saying people kill every day, so I'm just going to kill because it's done every day. No, it's wrong.
Polite styling on everybody, man.
You're not supposed to do it. It doesn't matter who you do it to. It's wrong. If a white person does it,
we saying you ain't supposed to be with a white woman at all, Alvin. You ain't supposed to.
Well, why is it good enough? Why is it good enough to do it to black women, but
it's not good enough to do it to black women? You shouldn't do it at all.
Guess what? You should be speaking out against black men who leave black women.
They shouldn't do that. I would speak out against them.
Can I finish? Instead of you trying to champion a black man who's with a white woman through thick and thin.
No, I'm not championing anything. I'm saying talk about something that's wrong.
Can you let me finish? Why don't you talk about the brothers who leave black women, who sit up and watch they funky draws, who sit up and do whatever they want to do? You can't even let nobody finish.
My bad. Go ahead.
Do whatever they want to do.
Kind of creating a straw man though, but go ahead.
See what I mean?
I didn't say any of those things you saying. I'm saying nobody should do that to anybody. I'm not saying black men get a pass for doing that to black women.
But you're trying to glorify this white woman.
I'm not glorifying.
You're trying to glorify this white woman as if she's doing something.
Listen, did you hear what I said?
Allow me to finish, please.
Okay, go ahead.
You trying to justify this black woman as if she's doing something above and beyond that black women don't do every single day.
You did it again. You did it again. Did I say anything about how black women don't do that? No, I'm saying, and it's not about glorifying her. It's about looking at. Listen, no, I did not say.
You gave a whole rundown on why it should be
This is exactly what I said.
That he's with a white woman.
Listen, this is exact. Hold up, this is exactly what I said. I said that. What is he supposed to do? Throw this woman away
like everybody else.
And that was. It's not about glorifying her.
Throw her to the wolves.
No. It's not about. You gotta let me finish. It's not about glorifying her. It's about doing something right and doing something wrong. Doing that to a black woman is wrong. Doing that to any woman that has been with you through the thick and thin and just tossing away once you get on.
Man, you a humanist, Alvin. You a humanist. You ain't ready for this.
Something else, man.
That's not.
I got walking down that middle dotted line.
Okay, I do have a question for you, Alvin. Do you know who Abner Louima is? Have you ever heard that name? Abner Louima was a man who was brought in by the NYPD. This man was brutalized, hit, kicked, punched. They went so far as to insert a plunger into his anus. Right. Yep. All this information comes out about what happens. The cops who did this to him were charged with a hate crime. Right. One of the guys who was being charged with a hate crime, his lawyer said, you can't charge him with a hate crime. Why? Because his wife is black. Now, that black woman married to that white man. He's been with her through thick and thin. They've come together. They built a family. Should she stay with that dude after he did that to that black man?
No, because he did something wrong. As opposed to this white girl.
No, but he didn't do nothing wrong to her.
No, he did something wrong to somebody else. If this white chick killed somebody's stuff or plunge up some black woman's ass, then I'd be like, okay, he needs to leave her. But she didn't do anything to that level.
That's the the reason I'm asking that because Lil Wayne said the same thing. He said he doesn't believe in racism because when he shot himself, a white cop helped him. So racism doesn't exist.
I didn't say racism don't happen. I'm saying
I'm not saying you said racism don't happen. I'm saying his point of view. No, let me finish. He said because a white cop helped him when he shot himself, racism doesn't exist. Because when he goes to a concert and there's a whole bunch of white people in the crowd, racism does not exist. They've never done anything to him, so because it doesn't happen to him, racism doesn't exist.
I'm talking
people
about
like to talk about what should be.
Okay,
I don't talk about what should be. Like, whoa. I'm talking about what should be, not what it's supposed to be. I know the world we live in. Reality says, as a man, this woman rocks with you, you shouldn't leave her. But in the world that we live in the system that we live under, it says something to that dude on Luke Cage that, okay, this woman was here for me. She ain't never did nothing to me.
No, she ain't never did nothing to nobody. Listen, the lady did not stuff a plunger up somebody's ass.
Why?
So what I'm telling you is,
why is he even with her if he has pride in himself, his culture, his race?
You've given an equivocation fallacy of a guy who beat up a dude, stuck a plunger up his ass, and all these kind of things, terrible things, and then asking should his wife leave him. I'm talking about a situation.
Exactly.
I'm talking about a situation where a woman didn't do any of that magnitude. She just so happens to be white and she stayed with him. Now, should he just throw her away? I don't understand how that would be logical sense.
No, the logical sense is he hasn't done anything to her. That's my point. You saying that man ain't she was with him and she was with that woman and rocked with her. He hasn't physically done anything to her. He did something.
I'm talking about she hasn't physically done anything to anybody.
And that guy ain't physically did anything to her.
You can't leave.
The point I'm making is she rocked with him.
Huh? What do you mean? You brought up a scenario where a cop did something to a black dude unjustly and was a terrible person who punched up his ass. That's not comparable.
Don't be mean to the white people.
That white woman deserves
That's
everything.
That's an equivocation fallacy.
She already got everything, and she should get even.
You gotta have something comparable.
I'll give you another example. This is nobody doing anything to anyone. Lena Horne was married to a white man. One day back in the 50s, 60s, whatever, they're sitting at home and they're watching TV. They see film coming out of Alabama of black people being shot with water hoses, attacked by dogs, and being beat. She's mortified. Her husband shrugged her shoulder like, whatever. Now, he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't beat anybody.
That's
but he didn't give a damn. What did he do wrong? By not caring?
Yeah, that's what he did wrong.
But he didn't hit anybody.
There's something that triggered it. Like she didn't just leave just because he's white. She left because he was white and he wasn't sensitive to what was going on. So that triggered her to leave. In this scenario,
she didn't leave.
You have to give something that this.
She didn't leave.
What I'm saying is, you have to give us something that this particular white.
You try so hard. Are you being paid?
In order to say that she has to leave.
Who your sponsor?
Logic and reason. You have, in order to say he should leave her, you have to bring up something that was foul. Lena Horne, what that white dude did, it wasn't sensitive to the cause, so that put her off and she left him.
But he was a good white person, though, right?
What comparable is that
to
this white chick? No, but he did something. But again,
what did he do so bad to her that will make her leave him?
She wasn't sensitive to the cause, and that threw her off. There was a reason. She didn't leave him just because he's white. She left him because he was insensitive to what was going on TV.
The point is,
so you're telling this guy to leave her just because she's white and no other reason than just because she's white.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
How can you build and grow how can you build and grow a community if you're not a part of it?
I mean, who says he wants to build and grow in the community?
Then that's all I need to know. But don't be pandering to black people to watch the shows.
Like, hey, I got a white wife. I'm in Hollywood. I'm making movies.
Okay.
And stay in Hollywood.
And who overwhelmingly does he want to watch his show? Shows. Do you think white people in mass are going to go watch Luke Cage? They hated Luke Cage.
Nope.
They were boycotting the fact that there weren't enough black people on it.
Man, it was one of the highest rated plays. Hey, you could choose to not to watch it, but I'm going to watch it because it was a good ass show. It was popular.
They hated them Europeans hated Luke Cage.
You don't even get it, my brother.
Hey, man. Some Europeans had to watch it for it to be one of the highest rated shows on Netflix.
So what?
It had to be more than black people looking at it.
They still complained about it.
Yeah, the people that's complaining are the same one that sit up and watch it. Like,
oh well, but they still spoke out against it.
But they still, come out en masse against it.
They still spoke out against it. It doesn't matter.
They only watched it to keep up with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so they'll know what's going on.
Just like they was going up about that show called Dear White People.
Look, see, that's more of an issue because the Dear White People wasn't having that. They hated that. Now you know what I'm saying? I was kind of surprised by how crazy they went on that. I saw the trailer on YouTube.
How are you surprised though?
It had like 1 million dislikes. I was like, goodness gracious. But Luke Cage was an awesome show. I'm gonna watch it.
Whatever.
That shit was an awesome.
Well, for other black people who are about our people, I suggest when you come into situations like that, if you get a person like Tyrese, he coming to your town, don't support that dude.
Thank you.
That's how you speak.
Right.
Speak with your dollars. Maxwell on Twitter saying some crazy stuff about black women. Don't support him. I'm not talking to you. You ain't about this life, homie. I'm talking about other black people. Well, go to the concert and give them your money.
Right.
But what I'm saying is,
really been
for
able
the people who are black first, who are about our people, save your dollars and give that to a black-owned business. Don't go see Tyrese. Don't go see Maxwell. If they don't give a damn about you or your plight, why do you give a damn about them?
Let him finish, Alvin. Can you mute your line, please?
You know what I'm saying? So that's how you do it.
Talking.
You know, speak. Like I said, when I went to an event that was 4 black people, that 4 black love and interracial couple showed up. Now, some people like, oh, they ain't did anything. Let them in. I took this size 13 boot and kicked their ass out.
I know
you got some damn nerve to show up to a black love event with your damn non-black spouse.
That's so disrespectful.
The gall. You see what I'm saying? The gall.
I don't even
look at him. He still can't even wait.
Listen.
He can't wait 2 seconds.
That was his event. He had every right to kick whoever he sees fit not to be in the event. I ain't got a problem with that.
You are an integrationist
of the individuals.
You are a swirler. You
at
are
a black
love.
You know what?
I've never been with a white woman before.
They're saying,
I can't tell.
"Oh, well, I'm black and I love." That's what they're thinking. They're not thinking black man plus black woman love. They're just thinking, "Oh, I'm a black individual and I'm in love with this person."
Yeah. Or like I told you before, when I went to an event, this was just a music festival. I had on a shirt that says, "I love black women." There's a black dude there with his little blonde hair white woman. He looks at me, he looks at my shirt, dropped his head. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. You better
like, I have a problem with him for even having a problem with your shirt. If he's with a white chick right there, he should have had enough confidence to be like, okay, he likes black women. I like white women.
He's ashamed because he knows he don't have no business being with a white woman.
Or even
dealing with
him. See, my issue is I don't care who you date. If you're going to go, like, I respect those black people who, when they hop the fence, they just stay over there.
Right.
But I remember there was a story of this woman who was in Django Unchained. She was one of the little bit parts in the movie. She was out in L.A. with her boyfriend, a white dude. They supposedly kissed, and they get real frisky in the car. Somebody called a cop saying they having sex. Cop showed up, and she's like, "Do you know who I am? And my dad's a lawyer and attorney, and he wanted to see her license. She wouldn't give it. He handcuffed her, right? Did all these things. So after all this comes out, she goes to the news, goes to the media. They think because I'm a black woman with a white man, they think I'm a prostitute. The part that I had an issue with is this. They went to the NAACP, and I'm like, why? Why don't you go to a white organization?
Right.
Why don't you go to a Jewish organization? Why don't you go to a gay organization? Why are you going to a quote-unquote black organization to solve your problems? You popped your ass over the fence. Stay your ass over there.
Stay over there.
Well, that was
come running back to the black
white gay
solve your damn problem.
So.
I mean, I'll try to fight my own.
The NAACP is technically.
Yeah, we know it is. We know it is, Chief. He's just saying, like.
I know what you're saying. I got it.
The representation of it. When people hear NAACP, black people especially automatically think, "Oh, this is something for me, for us."
Exactly.
And that's my whole point. You're gonna go your own way, then go your own way and stay over there.
Yeah, that's me. I'm an Omega. Hey, that's actually is me. I'm an Omega. Like, I'm not gonna mold myself to anything I don't feel makes sense. Like, if that don't make sense, I'm not gonna say it makes sense just because that's like the cool thing to do. So I'm be like, okay, yeah, that don't make sense.
I'm cool with that. Like I said, if you're gonna bounce, just stay gone. That's my issue.
Right. No, but then if I do see something,
come back.
See, an Omega is somebody that doesn't have to graft himself to anybody, not to white people or to black people or to anybody. He can just see.
So you like an amoeba?
Huh?
He can.
You're Omega what? Omega Psi.
So
Omega humanist.
So
hold on. What did he say?
He's an integrationist. That's what he said.
Oh, is he Omega?
I'm saying I'm an Omega. That's a wolf.
I got a question. So
an Omega is a wolf that don't need a pack.
If you are in your car and a cop says, "Get your black ass out the car," you say, "Hey, but I'm an Omega."
No, I'm gonna deal with it at that point. I know I'm gonna get out, but I'm just saying.
Why? But you an Omega.
Why you an Omega? You don't run by no other man.
I'm not gonna come crying to white people.
No man run you. Buck back.
I did say, wait a minute. An omega isn't somebody that can't be defeated. It's simply somebody who does not graft.
And tell him, what are you doing, you white man?
My husband's name is Magneto.
I did. Hey, listen. I didn't say anything about how an omega can walk around the town and not get defeated. I'm just saying an omega in wolves. When we look at wolves, that is a wolf that does not need a pack.
So you're an animal.
Just go off and do his own thing. He's not an alpha or beta. He's like, yo, I'm an omega. I ain't gotta graft myself to any pack. I can move along as I see fit.
So you're a wild
come along and they do something that's kind of cool, and I can get a little bit of that elk meat on the side. All right, cool. I'll get a little bit of that, but I don't need your elk meat.
You know what? Horses got slim waist and big asses.
Well, nah, I guess actually,
hide your horses.
What you're saying, that reminds me of that. What's the kid? What's that dude in what's the dude in Greece who got that Kirk Franklin chick? They stomped his ass out. What's the name of Bakari or whatever? The one him. He was an omega too. He went to Arizona. All his friends was white. All the women he dated was white. He goes to Greece. He's the only black guy there.
He got a pack. The white man is his pack. He grafted himself to the white pack. An omega is somebody that's not grafting himself to any pack. He hunts by himself.
Well, I think he grafted himself to
somebody who played in the fraternity in college.
Because they stomped his ass to death.
I was confused.
Yeah, you got
just the name alone is grafted.
What have omega?
Well, like I said, all in all, I respect your viewpoint. And my thing is just when any person I encounter, I just need to know where I stand and where you stand. I know your position. I can respect that. So you an omega, and as Pat LaBelle once saying, you on your own, brother. Wish you well on that. Hope that works out.
It is.
So if I ever come across you and you getting jumped, I'm like, hey, he omega, he got that.
Hey man,
okay.
I got you.
Hey, I got jumped 3 times in my life, and it wasn't by nobody that looked Caucasian.
Oh God.
There you go.
Like I said,
that was an omega.
Here we go with the black people.
Yeah, because I know for me growing up in Cali,
right?
I've never got physically assaulted by nobody white. But
so what? It's been people that have pulled my hair, punched me, and everything, and they weren't white. So what? And it's been black men.
All I'm
so
saying
what?
is that you keep saying, "Yo, if you get beat up, you're on your own." Assuming that it's
I'm not talking about just beat up. I mean, in general, you on your own, bro.
If you grew up around predominantly white people, do you think the numbers still be like that?
Yeah, because it like, watch this. If I was in a suburban black neighborhood, I probably would have never got jumped. You know what I'm saying?
What? Oh Lord!
If I was in a suburban all black area that has like nice schools and all that kind of stuff,
you just got jumped anyway. You would have been at home.
It's the environment.
I got a feeling you just got beat up anyway. You would have been at home.
I'm going to an all-white school.
Your ass would have been in the first of Bel Air that got beat up.
Hold on, watch this, Psycho. If I'm going to an all-white school in the heart of Mississippi, where you got Confederate flags all over the place, my chances of getting jumped out there.
People need to get out of that fallacy. People always love to bring up the Mississippi and Alabama. Anything south of Canada is the South. Boston is one of the most racist cities in America, and that's not in the South.
That's a fact.
Dr. King said the most racism he ever experienced was in Chicago. And the last time I checked, Chicago ain't in the South. People need to stop with this fallacy that, it's Alabama. I'm from California.
I live in Chicago, bro.
California police are some of the most racist people you will ever encounter in your life. They not in the South. So people need to stop with this notion that you live here or here.
I live in Chicago, and I mean, there's racism up here, bro, but the people that I be dealing with is people that look like me.
People you be dealing with? Who's that?
Yeah. What? I'm talking about people that I live around, the people that I have had violent encounters with look like
white people.
Look like me.
Well, that's actually par for the course. Most violence that's going to happen is around people who look like you. So there's nothing extraordinary about that.
I'm on my own.
Now, if you moved to Boston and moved to a certain neighborhood, like what's that actor? Marky Mark.
Right. If I moved to Boston, then I probably
he had hate crimes.
Yeah, he had hate crimes. He jumped some little white kids, threw a rock at a Vietnamese dude, and broke another dude's eye socket.
Yep, and he did something to a black man as well.
Exactly.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's not so much of the people than it is the environment. Like I said, if I wasn't in the hood again, if I'm in a suburban black, like if I out here in like Richton Park, rich black community, it's like all black out there, but they got big houses and all that. I ain't getting jumped out there.
Oh wow!
Okay. It's ain't nothing happening. All black community. I ain't getting jumped out there. I ain't worried about it. But if you going to Inglewood, if I'm over there out east, okay, and I'm in the middle of this war zone, yeah, there's gonna be some issue there. Okay.
Hey, Sister Renee,
where we at?
Sister Renee, did you see? Did you see when Dr. Dre got handcuffed in front of his own house?
Who did? Yeah.
Did you see that when he got handcuffed by the police in front of his own house because some white guy pulled his driveway?
We was talking about black on black stuff. Now
I'm just asking a question. No, what you're saying is you said if you went to this neighborhood, you probably wouldn't get jumped. This probably wouldn't happen. Dr. Dre was in a rich neighborhood. Some guy. Let me finish, bro. Dr. Dre in his own neighborhood, which was a rich, exclusive, gated community. Some white guy got mad at him, pulls into his driveway, not allowing him entry. Calls the cops. They show up to Dr. Dre's house, his house, and put him in handcuffs and listen to the white guy in a rich, exclusive neighborhood that he was a part of.
Okay, you've then again created another scenario where I'm talking about getting jumped by black people in the hood as opposed to getting jumped by black people.
What about it though?
Now you're talking about.
You said if you went to another neighborhood, you said if you went to another neighborhood, you said if you went to another neighborhood where it was a richer upper middle class that you wouldn't get jumped, you wouldn't have a problem.
I wouldn't get jumped by
Dr. Dre had a problem.
You got to listen to what my point was. If I was in a black neighborhood, I wouldn't get jumped by black people if it was a rich neighborhood. Now, if I'm in a lower urban neighborhood where there's high crime, there's a more likelihood that I would get jumped by black people. It's not necessarily about them being black, more
but
so
you wouldn't get jumped even because you be mean mugging.
See, this is why y'all don't understand my arguments because I can't never.
Well, let me say this.
So
I don't know about you.
What you brought? Hold on, let me finish. What you brought up is a scenario.
Kanye, hurry up.
What you brought up is a scenario of if you're rich, is that going to stop the police from fucking with you or doing you wrong? I disagree with that.
Or LeBron James having nigger spray paint on his gate.
Right.
Now, I've been all over this country. I've been on the East Coast, the South, and the West Coast. I've been to South Central. I'm from Cali. I know gang culture inside and out. I've been to the Fifth Ward. I've been to Chicago. Been to South Side. Been to West Side. Never had a problem anywhere I went because why? I know the international sign, head nod. I ain't there messing with nobody. They may look at you, what's up, cuz, and that's it.
When the last time you been in Chicago?
1 year ago.
Okay.
My mom's best friend lives in Chicago. Excuse me?
Were you out west or out south?
I went both. She lives on the west side.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you go over there to Lake and Central right now, and you could do a head knob and all that kind of stuff, you are in a danger war zone over there. Because there's a war over there on Lake and Central right now.
Iraq.
Now, some little areas right here you can walk around school, but there's areas out here. If after shootout just happened and you walking around there and them dudes on the corner don't know you, it could potentially be a problem. That's what I'm saying. Now that isn't saying that.
I thought all you had to do is mean mug them like you do the Subway sandwich maker though, Alvin.
No, what I'm telling you is this. That's not saying that black people are violent. You gotta listen to me. This isn't saying that black people are violent, but you got hot spots around the city. And when those spots get hot, if you're there,
now let me ask you a question. Is it about it being a hot spot or them perceiving you to be weak?
No, it's a hot spot.
No, because if they see a fear in your heart, they gonna come at you.
No. If they don't know you, they gonna come at you.
Alvin be having that fear in his heart.
I think if you got Kool-Aid pacing through your veins, they gonna come at you.
Let me tell you, no. If they don't know you right now,
I would be out there scared.
Hold on, I'm telling you right now, whether you going that motherfucker, if you go in there just confident as hell with your head raised and all that shit, if they don't know you, especially if you try to walk inside this little apartment complex, if you open in that gate and they don't know you, There's gonna be problems, and I don't care.
But I can say the same thing about that's anywhere you can go. You go to New Orleans, you can go to the Fifth Ward in Houston and run into the same problem. It's not a Chicago thing. Now where I'm from, if you wear the wrong color, then you're gonna get dealt with. It ain't got nothing to do with if you scared or not. You go into I lived in a blood neighborhood, right? When I went to school, there were 2 dead bodies on the front lawn. The girl I went to school with got shot in the head, right? This was back in '94. So where I live at, if you walk around wearing a lot of blue, they not gonna ask you, are you a Crip? They gonna assume you one. And one of 3 things gonna happen. See, it ain't like the East Coast where they'll cut you with a razor blade. No, you either gonna get jumped or you gonna get shot.
Okay, and that's the point I was trying to, and that was the point I was trying to make. I was talking about, but again, those are black.
But like I said, is the Omega, so he don't have to worry about that.
I agree with the
Omegas rise up.
Those are the black. Listen, that's the black people combined with the environment. Yeah. Okay, but when I said in a rich black I said in a rich black neighborhood, it's less likely. Can it still happen?
You don't have to worry about that.
What you say?
Because you're rich and you live in a white neighborhood. I mean, you're Omega.
I live in a white neighborhood. I said I'm rich.
You
are
Omega.
What do y'all mean when you say he's Omega? I don't get that.
Since you're an Omega, then
because I mean, everywhere you go. Anywhere you go in this country, there's spots. You can go to Liberty City in Miami. You know what I'm saying? You can go to certain parts of New York, Boston, Cali. That's everywhere you could go.
But
Bangor, Little Rock.
That was the point I was trying to make. I'm talking about the spots are an environment there, as opposed to you going somewhere else that's not a hot spot. It's less likely for something to happen to you because it's not a hot spot where you're at. It ain't necessarily have to do anything because you're living amongst black people. It's about, or white people. It's about, are you living in a hot area that's hot right now?
The block is hot.
So if I go,
it's 100 degrees outside.
I go out here to Richmond Park, all black neighborhood, all successful business owners out there, and I go in there, nice houses. I'm not worried about getting jumped by any black people out there.
Will they call the police on you?
No, these are black people. I'm not going to get called the police on you. So now if you were with Dr. Dre at, he's in a more diverse neighborhood.
You know what made his neighborhood diverse?
He's in a more diverse.
There. Well, I mean, that's even worse. That helps my point even more. He's in an all-white neighborhood, so it's not like he's in an all-rich black neighborhood where he's dealing with that. He's in an all-white neighborhood, so. Even in that section,
it's just
the cops don't know his address.
Thing in LA is an all-rich black neighborhood.
So it's just an upper-class black neighborhood is the only place you won't have to give you.
Right. Like if he was living in Baldwin Hills, he would have been good.
Say that.
But if
that's what I'm saying. He's living in Baldwin Hills.
But even Dr. Dre's wife ain't black, so
Yep.
Over here,
that's even more of a reason to have a target on. Like. I thought she was back. He ain't with that lady no more.
Oh hell no. Well, like they were trying to tell you, you move with a black woman and get with a white girl. Yeah,
well, see, he's a homosexual.
Even Even who is it? I think who is it? Jamie Foxx. He got pulled over 6 times in the neighborhood for riding around his Bentley, where he lives. 6.
And these Negroes still running up under these women.
Now, see, that's what I'm saying. Now, see. That's will cops still fuck with you even if you're rich? Yes. That's definitely not the point I was trying to make. What I was talking about. I was talking about black people and the environments they're in.
You're a humanist, a black apologist.
Dealing with the people in your environment.
Black apologist.
White neighborhood, white kids probably be beating you up or something. So it's like when you say that, the people that lives around you, that's the people you're gonna be fighting. You walk outside, that's people in your neighborhood. I don't get your point.
Even in your own house, you're going to get into fights with your brothers and sisters.
But what kind of white neighborhood is it? Is it a rural white neighborhood?
Oh, who gives a rat?
You know what I'm saying?
You know about Venice? Venice is upscale. I get it. And it's racist as hell. What about Venice?
Right.
I saw a family
upscale racist neighborhood and it's that environment, because if it's a really hardcore racist environment, I'm going to get
I'm $1 million houses.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you an example. There's a couple who lives in Houston. Not a real rich upper class. It's like a middle class, diverse neighborhood. Their white neighbor does not like them. He has called the police on them 77 times. Because their music is too loud. All this and that. They pay their money, pay their taxes, live in the same neighborhood, afford in the same house like he has, but he won't stop messing with them.
Right. That's not my argument.
That little girl in McKinney who got body slammed by the cop at that pool party.
Right. That's not all of that's not my argument. I wasn't arguing against any of that. I was talking about black people in different environments. I wasn't talking about black people living next to white people.
We'll talk about the whole thing being black people in different environments.
I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about the difference between. Hey, I'm saying my argument was specifically this.
Hold on, Alvin. There's a difference between Simon Theodore. Hold on. So you basically saying that, you know, you're just fearful in poor black communities, right?
That's what I'm saying. Garnering from
no, not just poor black communities. Any community that is a hot spot that I know that's a hot spot.
It's a hot spot.
Yeah, if I know there's something going on, whether it be white or black, if I know, okay, it's going down over here in this little hit white neighborhood, I probably ain't gonna be over there in that white neighborhood. If it's a black neighborhood where I know it's going down and it's high, I'm probably not gonna hang around there either. It's environment.
Hey y'all, Alvin's that kid who Alvin's the type of dude who will have the police on speed dial.
Especially
who was that kid who got beat to death in Bensonhurst? Was it Yusef Hawkins? I know Psycho may remember that. I think his name was Yusef Hawkins, if I'm not mistaken. Just walking through Bensonhurst. It was an all white, I guess it was like an Italian neighborhood. And they beat him to death with baseball bats.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not denying anything.
Howard Beach, is it?
I was with Howard Beach. I know something happened in Bensonhurst. It was one of the two. It was in New York. And all he was doing was just simply passing through, not bothering anybody. And they literally beat this dude to death with baseball bats.
Yeah, see, I ain't dealing with that. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I
would feel in the neighborhood.
I wouldn't be that. I've been real specific. I compare black hood to black upper high scale. This whole thing about black people going through white neighborhoods is a totally different topic from what I originally said. I compared the urban hotspot hood where black people are to a upper middle class black that's black civilization.
You talking about Chicago? Because I heard where you really don't want no problems is Gary, Indiana. That's the place I hear where you don't even want to look at nobody in Gary.
Gary just looks aesthetically messed up. They got boarded up houses and stuff.
No, I know people from there. They say, like, even I know people who say in Indianapolis. You watch how you talk to somebody there.
Gary has more of the look. Like, you got boarded up houses and shit. They look ran down, look like a third world country damn near.
He ain't scared of Gary though.
Gary, I ain't really worried. See, the problem with Chicago is that the hoods are clean. So you could be in the worst part of the neighborhood, but it looks so clean.
That's the same thing in Cali. If you go to South Central during the day, if you go to South Central during the day, the lawns are manicured. The houses are nice.
You're right about that. Cali got some of the cleanest hoods. You'll be walking through there like, oh,
at nightfall. That's because I've been to South Central. I've been on Crenshaw. I'm going to LA next month in September. So it's not as bad as people make it out to be. It can get bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, LA is the second largest city in the nation. There's so much land where people live.
I didn't know LA was that big.
Yeah.
LA is huge. Yeah. Like LA is segregated as hell too. I mean, LA, don't get it twisted. Yeah, LA is segregated in the mug,
like
man.
Where the east side is very, very small.
And there's certain places, if you're a black person, don't even drive through because you're going to get pulled over. Don't even, the cops are going to mess with you. I know a dude who got pulled over 47 times, 47 days in a row.
Dang.
Man, you right. Because
a lot of fun downtowns, right?
My cousin used to live in LA, and I went out there and we was driving around his neighbor. I forget where we was at, and it was like some nice, decent houses. She was like, "Man, we in the hood." I was like, "For real?" I'm like, it was like some really nice brick houses. The streets was clean, wasn't no trash. And she was like, "Yo, this is the danger. Don't go out. So we ain't going around walking around here." I'm like, "What? Yo, this the hood right here." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
Well, when you go east of the 110, all that shit changed.
Exactly. And see, that's the game that they play. See, it's not that these people are inherently bad. When you put people, they can't work. They have to try and find a way to survive. That's mixed in with drugs. That's where the violence comes from.
That's right.
You know, we talk about here. We don't talk about places like was in former Yugoslavia. They were just killing each other left and right.
That's right.
Bosnia. And all these different, they don't talk about that, the ethnic cleansing that was going on. Most of these people are not inherently violent. If you took all those people and put them in a upper scale community, for the most part, it wouldn't be a problem. Most of the stuff is
that's
economic.
the point I was trying to make. That's
what it is.
That's the thing is the biggest predictor or prerequisite for crime and violence is poverty. And so why, the powers that be know that. And if they really wanted to change the situation for Black people, if they really wanted to so-called end the so-called Black on Black crime, they know that the answer to that is to educate and economically empower people. Make it to where people are able to have a gainful employment where they can make a decent or nice living for themselves and their family. And if you did that, you will see the crime rate in the Black community drop tremendously.
Exactly.
They're not going to invest in that. Because think back, if you do your research, they took bunches of the trade programs that used to be in high schools. They took them out. They used to be in a lot of Black schools because a lot of Black people were graduating high school already having professional skills to be
mechanics, welders,
welders, carpenters, all types of physical labor and things of that nature, and barbers, et cetera, et cetera. But also look at it. What did you see happen? They flipped that over, and now you see the predominant number of construction jobs, construction sites with white men. White men then came in and took over all of those hard labor, so to speak, jobs, and they're making a ton of money now while doing it. All the while, they've X'd out all the young Black men who used to go through high school and go through those trade programs, who didn't go on to college because they were already able to make a decent living, have their own job. So they cut all of that stuff out. They cut the funding for all of that. And they know that if you just have these children in these poor schools that don't have real access to resources, a lot of the teachers honestly don't give a damn. You send the worst teachers there are to those school districts. And they even have the program now where if those new teachers come and work in the Black inner city schools for like 2 years or something, their pay goes way up, and then they're able to go and transfer to whatever other school they want to go to. So you're getting these type of young teachers who don't know nothing. They don't know these children from a hole in the ground. They're not educated on how to deal with Black children, and they're being thrown into these conditions. And the Black child, let me say this too, the Black child's plight is completely different from the white child's plight. You have a lot of our Black children who are suffering from PTSD. Communities where all the time they're hearing sirens, seeing fire trucks, ambulances, police officers everywhere all the time, seeing people in the community getting locked up and going in revolving doors, or they locked up, they out, locked up, they out, hearing gunshots, not being able to play as freely as white children can in their neighborhoods. Also, their parents having a lot of economic pressures. They're not able to maybe get certain things that other children can get, or you have some mothers who are trying to stretch it. She's trying to make a meal and stretch it for her children. Or you have the mothers in the home who working 2 jobs or working overtime and don't have the time to spend with the children like that. So they're raising themselves and their siblings. So Black children have a whole other landscape different from that of white children. And nobody wants to take that into account.
Yeah. Well, actually, Sister Dan, what you're saying is true. My mom went to segregated schools up until she hit high school, right? And she said that even though looking back, their schools were, I guess, subpar compared to the white school she went to, or the mixed school, if you will, and that the books were outdated, the level of teaching and education they got was far greater. When they went into that high school, they were way ahead of the white students by leaps and bounds.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So even though it was, I guess, considered subpar overall, what they got getting taught from somebody who looks like you, who cares about your success.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? It far exceeded what they got. Even a lot of people, I know you went to an HBCU. I heard a whole bunch of people who've gone to HBCUs who transfer on to predominantly white institutions. Like, man, it's a breeze.
Yeah.
Because the education I got, they were a lot harder on me. They were invested in my success. They understood what this was, and I have to be twice as good.
That's right.
To get half as far. So
that's right.
So I totally agree with you on that, because Black people, if given a legitimate opportunity, can excel at anything. It doesn't matter what it is. You know,
that's right.
But you only get one chance. You get one chance, and then if you strike and you miss, you missed, and it's over.
And see, that's the whole thing is they know that, so therefore they don't want to give people black people that opportunity.
Yeah.
And can we imagine what the whole sports world would be like if our black men and women went to HBCUs?
Exactly.
And there was a black team.
Yeah.
Up for football or NBA or even if it's like some kind of track thing for.
I agree. I agree with you, muchacha. I've been saying that all these black athletes, you're the commodity. These coaches aren't doing anything extra special for you. If you go and look at the NFL Hall of Fame, there are more people from Grambling in the NFL Hall of Fame than Notre Dame.
Really?
Yes, there are more people who went to Grambling who are in the Hall of Fame than people who went to Notre Dame. But you wouldn't think about that. You think everybody got to go to this big giant program. Eddie Robinson is probably the greatest coach in the history of football. He'll never get credit for it, but he definitely is. The amount of guys that he sent to the NFL, the lessons that he taught those men. But see, guys have gotten away from it. If it ain't white, it ain't right.
That's right.
If I had a son, you're going to an HBCU. You're going to an HBCU for a variety of reasons.
Right.
The education is not substandard. It's not subpar.
Right.
But that's the way we view things, unfortunately,
Yeah. And to me, like, I enjoy going to an HBCU. And the real reason that I went is because in middle school, half of elementary and then all of middle school, all of high school, I went to predominantly white schools. And they were extremely racist. I mean, extremely racist. On these white people all the time. And I literally said, because I told my mom and daddy, I was like, look, I want to go to an HBCU because I want to be around other black people. Like, that was my thing because I was so sick of these white folks. So that was like the reason I went, but I'm very happy I did. I think it helps to affirm you because you're not it's like everybody's black. You know what I mean? And you'll have you'll have some white people sprinkled in and they're getting affirmative action tuition and stuff like that. But everybody's black. So, I mean, you do definitely still have colorism and darkism issues or whatever. But I think it's a really great experience. And I would encourage more like black youth to go to HBCUs.
I think I understand where our philosophical differences are coming into being. Based off what you said, Sister Van and Zahara, a lot of people that take y'all's kind of particular stance usually grew up in white neighborhoods that were extremely racist. Okay? I know that's what Zahara's told me. I know that I think Van grew up in like a place like that. Okay, well, but I've noticed that usually when that happens, the level of resentment is amped up to a certain degree. While me personally,
you go with this individual white people
again, that's what I'm saying. I'm just giving an explanation. I haven't really dealt with white people persecuting me.
Oh my gosh!
Like in front of my face, where it's real. Have I got pulled over by a cop a couple times? Yeah. Was he doing the most here or there? Yeah, but I haven't had like an experience where this white person is just calling me a nigga in front of my face and I'm dealing with it all the time. Like, I haven't dealt with that.
Are you from the hood though, Alvin?
So that's why. So what I'm saying, that's why I might not seem as passionate about it because I haven't really directly dealt with white people where it's right in my face. This white person right there, not indirectly, but
it's all how you look at it. It's all how you look at it, and it's all to understand. Because here's the thing: people try to make those arguments like, "Oh, nobody ever hurt me but black people."
No,
let me finish, dude. White people ain't never been the ones to do nothing to me, and this type of stuff. And things also like what you just said. I haven't had white people persecute me or whatever. But here's the thing. People don't understand that the average everyday white person helps to prop up and continue the system of racism, white supremacy.
And that's
They
the
don't
indirect.
understand that the average everyday white person is unwilling to forsake their white privilege for your black ass.
Yes.
So people go around looking at it. Hold on. People go around looking at it on a superficial level and just thinking, oh, well, these white people ain't done nothing to me. But these white people have done something to you.
Always
because they continue to support the power structure that oppresses black people.
You misrepresent my argument once again.
Allow me to finish. They prop up the same system that supports white supremacy, that brutalizes black people, that oppresses black people. I heard what you had to say. I'm not trying to.
You're not understanding what I said. That's what you're saying.
I'm not trying to misrepresent. What I'm saying to you is, it depends on how you look at it. If you looked at it from a perspective that the average white person helps to keep the system in place that oppresses your people, then you can see it. Wow, these white people are brutalizing me. It's just in a different.
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, I said directly. You're talking about indirectly. That's indirectly. So what I'm saying is, the reason why someone may not be as passionate as someone who has directly been assaulted by white people. So like you said, on a day-to-day basis, I will have to look at white people. Well, there's a little trickle-down effect because they're not stopping this and they're not making an effort to stop it, then they're benefiting from it and all that stuff. That doesn't invoke an emotional thing from you just walking to the store and seeing a white person. But if a white person is actually directly in your face saying something, that's going to make you more passionate. All this other indirect trickle down effect where if you look at the whole picture, then in a roundabout way, that white person who's really doing nothing but going to work and take care of his family and all that stuff, that white person is indirectly affecting you. That's not going to invoke a very passionate thing as opposed to white person directly in your face.
If I can say this though, you know who Henry Aaron is, right?
No, go ahead.
Baseball player. He used to be the former home run king, right? Henry Aaron said this because he experienced a lot of racism when he was about to break Babe Ruth's home run record, right? Henry Aaron said the difference between
Hank Aaron. Hank
Aaron. When he was playing then and now, he said they used to wear hoods in my day. Now they wear suits and ties.
Right.
That's the only difference. See, people are looking for somebody to come burn a cross on your yard. It's been refined. That's no longer what it is, right?
I'm talking about people that don't even have a position at all. Like a lot of these white
like
people
you,
just walking around.
Everybody has a position. Okay, but let me say this though. Let me just say this right quick.
About certain issues.
Okay,
like we're in our
now let's take a look at something though. Let's take a look at something. Our president right now, Trump. Okay, everything that he said, everything that he did, everything that he was accused of, overwhelmingly. What was the percentage of women that voted for him?
Yeah.
White women was like 53% or more, right? Even though they said he was a misogynist, he was a this, he was a that, grabbed a woman by this, that, and the third, their whiteness superseded all of that. And I had to correct my mother on stuff. She's like, oh, those people who voted for Trump were stupid. Oh, no, the hell they weren't.
Nope.
That ain't have nothing to do with them being rural or stupid. These were intelligent, college-educated people who voted for Trump.
Yeah.
They voted whiteness over everything. Right. They stay on code. So your best friend, your neighbor who they did on you, they didn't stop from voting. I know who was that girl who was getting cussed up by a white dude on camera, calling her an N-word and all of that, talking about Trump. This is Trump's America now.
I'm not even talking about friends. I'm just saying
I'm talking about people in general.
My thing is let other people finish speaking and expound on the points that they want to expound on. Everything is not about your particular comment. People are
and see, we do have some other people. Do y'all you remember that guy? Was named Christopher Dorner, the one who went on that killing spree in L.A. Right? He was one of those assimilated Negroes. He tried everything to fit in, to be the good guy, to be the go along to get along guy. And I'm just gonna do this, that, and the third. He saw it get kicked in his ass, and he snapped.
Yeah.
He went on a killing spree, killing this one, that one, tried to kill the judge. You know what I'm saying? Trying to fit in, trying to suppress all that stuff. He finally snapped, exploded.
Yep.
You know, you go along to get along until you finally just can't take this no more. And a lot of people go through that.
Alvin, how is it that Gay Edgar Hoover was so concerned about what we were doing in the black community that he had to, have the COINTELPRO program, and he feared a messiah or whatever amongst black people? How come he ain't worried about the rise of a messiah in the white community if they all believe that we're all the same, we all serve the same God? Why is he not focusing on white people?
See, I don't think this.
Even though I know he kept the file on a lot of people in the white community, why didn't he have a COINTELPRO operation for his people?
Nobody's denying that, especially back then. That's why I don't think y'all understand what I'm saying.
But it wasn't directly. It wasn't directly against us.
This is what I'm saying. When I wake up in the morning tomorrow, I'm gonna go to the gym. Then I'm probably gonna get some Chipotle. Then after that, I'm gonna meet up with a couple of clients, and I'm gonna go home. There's nothing about a white man that's stopping me from anything I'm going to do tomorrow.
Oh, God.
I'm not going to. Wait a minute. Y'all got to listen, because y'all cut me off. Y'all didn't go on a tangent about a whole bunch
of things. But the same thing you just reworking from earlier.
What I'm telling you is, I don't feel it. I'm not saying it doesn't exist.
So you got to feel it now.
But I don't. When I go about my day tomorrow, I'm not experiencing anything directly of white supremacy.
That's I'm gonna go to the gym.
I'm gonna go to Chipotle. I'm gonna go to meet up with a couple of clients, and then I'm gonna come home. And then that whole day, there's not gonna be something
in which you do every day, brother. And I'm proud of you for that. But other people go through shit, and you watering their shit down.
No, now I'm glad you said that, because how I feel as far as my indifference would be very different if I did grow up in the neighborhood like Zahara did, where white people is all in her face all the time, very racist and going through the stuff. I might not be as indifferent as I am now if I grew up with that experience.
You never experienced racism, Alvin?
I have experienced racism.
That's basically what he's saying.
No. Hold on. We gotta be. Listen, I have experienced racism. It definitely exists, and it's affecting a lot of our people here. What I'm saying is, it is not overtly a part of my life. When I go about and walk around and do my thing, sometimes I don't even see white people.
Okay, so we heard.
So it's like, that's why I have this level of.
Hey, can somebody else
seem like I'm as passionate about it.
Okay, I know Barack Obama. I know Barack Obama was biracial. Did being president stop him from experiencing racism?
Right. No.
He doesn't see it on a day in and day out basis. He got a Secret Service, but he was getting death threats all the time. People patently just disrespected him. And that's
they were leaving his schedule out in the street somewhere when he went over to Australia or something.
He got a target on his back simply being a president. Now he's going to get stuff
done. He got more death threats than any other president in history.
No, what I'm saying is, he is getting stuff directly aimed. Like, I'm not getting any death threat notes from white people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Like,
what's an exclusive white neighborhood in your area? Like, what's an exclusive white neighborhood in your area? I'm like, an exclusive white rich neighborhood in Chicago.
Exclusive white neighborhood?
Yeah, rich white neighborhood in Chicago.
I don't know, like Evanston,
Beverly Hills.
Go to Evanston and just go stand on the corner for about 30 minutes.
Yeah, they'll probably deal with me. And if I did grow up in Evanston, I probably would have a level of resentment, and I probably would be more.
I'm not talking about you live there. I'm just talking about go there. Just go and stand on the corner in Evanston for 30 minutes.
It exists. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not denying what y'all saying.
So avoid it.
I'm not denying it's happening, but
let's drop them off at the trailer park.
Somebody. Okay. But what I'm saying is the effect it has on somebody that actually lived in that condition, as opposed to didn't. It's going to. That person's going to be a little bit more emotional than me.
Alvin. Let me please speak, and please don't interrupt me. Okay, you've been talking for the longest. Let me say this. This is a problem, and this is part of the psychoses of our people, which is that we don't understand that white supremacy is like a computer, just how computers get upgraded. So it becomes better, faster, stronger, more efficient, more effective. So that's what's happened with racism, white supremacy, okay? So now, instead of it being spitting in your face, you damn nigger. Now it's more covert. It's gotten so incorporated into the system, they don't need to necessarily be spitting in your face, calling you a nigger. And because our people don't understand this, we don't understand how racism, white supremacy works. We think that what a person being racist means they call you a nigger. See, we think that's the definition of racism, when in actuality, this whole system being put in a way to oppress people, the fact that black people, the fact that so many people voted for Trump, that right there is significant. It shows you what America is really about. But instead, black people like this are hung up on the fact that nobody has gotten their face and called them a nigger. So therefore, they're not really experiencing racism. That's really sad. And if that's your measuring stick, that has a lot to say about the mentality of our people.
That's not my argument.
That's
I'm not
really
saying
sad.
because a white person is not in my face, therefore racism has not affected me at all.
You talked about it just in your face.
That is not what I said. What I said was I'm not directly. What I said is,
in your face.
No, what I said was I'm not directly feeling the effects. If there's racism,
difference, brother. You playing semantics now.
What I'm saying is you misrepresent what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is this, like for example, now watch this. Watch this. I'm gonna ask you a question. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna go to Chipotle. Wait, I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna meet up with a couple of clients, and then I'm gonna go home and go to sleep. What part of that day am I being racially oppressed? What part of that day have I been racially oppressed?
Alvin, hold on and please don't interrupt me. You mean to tell me that's that's your whole categorization of racism?
It's not.
Allow me to finish, please. That was rhetorical. That was rhetorical.
So I'm answering the rhetorical question.
I don't need you to answer.
Rhetorical means you don't supposed to answer.
I know, but I'm gonna answer it anyway because it's not my
argument.
All right, Omega.
Can you mute your line, please? Okay. So the compass of racism, how you kind of laid it out right there, was because you're gonna go meet with some clients or whatever, come home. So that's supposed to mean racism doesn't exist. And I'm not saying you're saying it doesn't. Allow me to finish. But see, that's just the point of what I said. It's become so incorporated in the system and you don't understand that. To me, you're still measuring racism by the fact that you're able to go meet with clients, or the fact that you're able to go to the gym, or
are you going to answer my question?
Allow me to. What is your problem if you can't let somebody else speak? These are the measure, and if that's a measuring stick for our people, that's really pathetic. Let me tell you how this works. It works systematically, okay? So therefore, you have things incorporated in the system, right? So you have laws that are going to disproportionately impact Black people, right? You know that Black people are going to make less money on jobs. You know that Black people are going to be hired less. A white man with a criminal record has more of a chance of getting a job than a Black man with a clean criminal record. That is a fact. Okay, these types of things. So when you think in terms of your housing, we look at redlining. So when you think in terms of your education and your children's education, your housing, the ability to get gainful employment, all of those things are affected by systematic racism, and they all affect people's everyday ability to survive. So you sitting up here because you can go meet with a couple of clients, that doesn't change anything. And the fact that you're using that as some measuring stick is really
I'm not. See, that's why I interrupt, because you go on 40 minutes attacking a
Hold on, let me ask you this.
This isn't my argument.
So why did you say that?
This is why I said I want you to listen carefully.
Allow me to finish.
Go ahead.
Why did you say then within that day? Why did you say then within that day? Where do I experience any racism?
Because that's the point. Listen, that's the point I'm trying to make. I'm not making the. Wait a minute. Listen, You have to listen because you don't understand the argument, and then you combat an argument that's not even mine.
What's the point?
I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not
Wrap it up, B.
Because nothing happens no more on a regular basis by white people. Therefore, racism doesn't exist.
Then what are you
That
saying?
is not my argument at all.
We can only go by what you tell us. You be saying the same thing over and over and over. We can only respond to what you tell us, brother.
Okay, now
all right, let him tell us. Tell us, Alvin.
I didn't say anything about systematic racism. I didn't say anything how Renee's facts aren't wrong about black people getting arrested more for crimes they didn't even commit. All these things are true. Systematic racism is here. What I am telling you is the passion level between black individuals that's seem more passionate about it than others. That's the particular topic that I'm talking about. So if you have a black person who on his day-to-day life is not getting, attacked directly by white people on a consistent basis. Wait a minute, listen, you talk for a long time and let me finish.
Let him talk.
That's not happening on a consistent basis. That black person might not be as passionate about that particular issue as one that's actually dealing with it. So yes, systematic racism is there. Yes, systematic racism is here. And yes, it's more subtle than somebody coming in your face and just calling you a nigger. But what I'm saying is explaining the different passion levels amongst black people. A black person that's not having it in his face all the time, it's not going to be as passionate necessarily as a person who has it in his face all the time. That's what I'm talking about.
Excuse me, Alvin. So you just told us in your soliloquy here that you are not passionate about black people being together, being safe, having productive lives and families outside of this white supremacist system.
In a way, yes, because
that's what I gained from what you just said.
No, what it means is because your
heart ain't there.
Because I have not personally, directly felt the impact of that. I may not feel as passionate about what's subtly underneath the white supremacy.
Yes.
Here, though,
and you know
as
what?
opposed to somebody who has.
But Alvin, you know what? I've never had any children. But that doesn't take away my responsibility that if someone leaves their child in my care, I'm not going to do my best to make sure that they aren't harmed in any way. I'm just using this as an example.
Who would disagree with that?
But you're talking about passion, black people's passion.
Well, you know what? The argument that you're making, Alvin, is very reminiscent of one I heard a few weeks ago. There's a sports commentator named Jason Whitlock. Right, big fat Jabba the Hutt.
Please don't compare me to him.
Right.
Don't do that.
Whoa! But LeBron James, shut up. LeBron James
stop talking down.
Had somebody spray paint nigger on the gate of his house. Jason Whitlock response is, "What's the big deal? You're rich."
That's not
racism is a poor people. What? Let me finish. Racism is a poor people problem. This is just a minor inconvenience for you. Now, because it doesn't impact him in his day-to-day life, to be as passionate about it. Because how much experience does LeBron James experience on the day-to-day? That's the argument that you just made.
No, it's not.
Right.
Yes, that's exactly what you just said. You just said because I'm not. That's the exact argument you just made.
Your personal schedule in the way.
LeBron James was experiencing racism even before that. Remember when he wore the black mask? When they made him take off the black mask and he had all the white children wearing black masks.
What you're saying is you said when you go to the gym, you go see a client.
Nowhere near that.
Excuse me?
That's exactly what you're saying.
No. We talk about systematic racism that you might not even see sometimes that's happening to you, brother.
Right.
That's the problem, brother.
Whitlock was complaining about LeBron James complaining about it, and he said, "Man,
LeBron didn't complain about it actually."
Right, or
he wasn't even there
bringing it out. I don't have no problem with LeBron said. I got problems with what Whitlock said. I'm not saying that people shouldn't be passionate about it. Whitlock is saying people shouldn't be passionate about it. I'm saying that I'm giving an explanation for why there's different passion levels. That's very different from me telling y'all it's not a big deal. Don't think about it. That's a completely different argument.
He was saying, wait. He was saying LeBron doesn't deal with that on a daily basis. LeBron is a basketball player.
LeBron.
Yeah, brother. Brother. he was saying LeBron does not deal with racism like this every day. LeBron goes to 5-star hotels. White people give him all these different things. He doesn't deal with racism like that. So he shouldn't be upset like that. He was saying that people who do deal with racism like that should be upset. That is kind of your argument, brother. You're saying, it's not, because he's using the word should. Listen, so we can tell you why we keep saying this. You're telling us when you go out, you don't see people calling you nigger. You don't see people grab their purses while you walk by them. You see people being smile and generous with you. You meet clients. You go home. You don't see racism to you on a daily basis, so that's why you don't feel how we feel. So tell me that's not what you're saying.
No, what I'm telling you is this: you're putting the word shit, I'm out of here. No, let me tell you why. You're using the word should. I'm not telling you guys y'all shouldn't be passionate about something or be passionate about systematic racism. Whitlock was saying that systematic racism is only for the poor. If you're rich, don't even worry about it. That's not my argument at all. And
I'm not talking about your argument.
And watch this. LeBron actually had something directly racist happening to him. So Whitlock can't say that doesn't happen to him when he had something that is directly affecting him.
Yes, but my argument isn't about
so my argument is explaining.
If that's the only racism thing that LeBron James have had in the last 10 years, then his passion level should be very, very low.
No, it's whoa.
Exactly.
Okay, and also, I'm not saying that racism doesn't exist for rich black people either. These are all arguments that I've never made. I'm talking about what's happening. So listen, there's
about the rich aspect. What I'm saying is, when you say you walk outside and you go to the gym and you see your clients on your day-to-day, your individual basis, where is racism impacting you? Where is it impacting LeBron James? The point I'm making is it's the same argument. If the only thing LeBron James had in the last 10 years was somebody spray painted something on his gate, that's not impacting him on a day in and day out basis. So his level of concern should be very low, as you're saying.
No,
he should not be as passionate as the next man or next woman.
I stay away from words like all the time, never, absolutist claims. I'm not saying that this is what's happening 100% of the time. You might have a guy that grew up, never seen no racism in his life, and he could be like the next Huey P. Newton. Okay?
Oh, Lord.
So what I'm just saying is giving an explanation for the different levels of passions. I'm not saying that nobody should be this passionate about it. I'm not saying rich people shouldn't be passionate about it. I'm not saying that rich people don't endure racism. I'm giving an explanation for the different passion levels.
On a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is the highest passion and 1 is the lowest, what's your passion level for black on black love? Well, black man plus black woman love, and black people prospering, Alvin.
Great.
Okay, on black crime, it's like a 10.
Not black on black crime.
I'm gonna go down the list. Black on. Wait a minute. I'm gonna go down the list.
See what you do?
Black on black crime. She never.
Black on black love. I didn't say crime.
Okay. Black on girl. Black on black.
One black man plus one black woman.
Black on black love. I'm like at a 3. I don't even care about that. Okay, like
of course you don't.
The swirl issue. I'm like, that's like a 3 on my level.
Right.
Okay. Now the police department killing young black youth, that's like at a 10. Okay. I'm passionate about it.
I don't believe that.
But when you're dealing with this other stuff, like should you date a white woman and all that stuff, that's like a 3. I don't even care about that. If they go do that, then that's them. So, but in this issue, as far as, and I think that's what we're talking about as far as a swirl and racism, it's like, yo, if you go deal with a white chick, then you go deal with a white chick. I'm not dealing with a white chick, but if you dealing with that, whatever.
Right.
Okay. Good to know.
Now cops killing innocent black youth, black on black crime, those are the things that I'm putting at like 10.
Okay. Now I do have a question on that real quick. What is considered an innocent black youth? Because a lot of times
somebody who hasn't done anything wrong, and you're
because you know the drill on this one. When they do this, they start digging into people's history, talking about he did this or he smoked marijuana and so on and so forth. That's why I just
smoking
want you to
marijuana
specify.
isn't a death penalty offense. They can't
Well,
kill somebody.
but they can't. Well, they can kill you for it because we've seen it and got away with it. But I'm
Right.
just asking.
Yeah,
I'm just asking the question
passionate about that issue. Like that issue, I'm
Where
at
these
10
cops will say, "Well, I smelled weed" or whatever. Come on now,
As a matter
Alvin.
of fact, that was one of the arguments they used in the Philando Castile case. That he smoked marijuana and it did this, that, and the third.
Daughter.
See, like that issue right there, the Philando Castile, the Tamir Rice, I'm at a 10 with those things. Like cops not being trained.
Well, you know what? I think
why didn't these so-called good white folks? Why didn't so many of these really good white folks? Why were they not out there?
Many of them. Like
trying
you
to
see how you
make
keep adding to the.
Well, you know what?
She's just asking why aren't more and more white people seeing this injustice happen time after time after time out in the streets?
Yeah, why aren't they more active?
Some of them are.
Yeah, well, not because what I find funny, I'll use example.
I don't
Bernie
know if
Sanders.
that'll make any difference, but there's some white people that protest.
Bernie Sanders constantly touted Bernie Sanders constantly touted the fact that he marched with King, right? He was always, I marched with King, marched with King, marched with King. Okay, what have you done since then? That's number one. Okay. Number two, they asked him about reparations. Oh, I don't know about that.
Yep.
They are still getting reparations. People who weren't even a part of the Holocaust from America. What the hell does America have to do with the Holocaust? So this man.
And guess what?
Go ahead.
And guess what, Alvin? Your tax money is going towards funding it.
Yep.
I got a problem with that too.
Why ain't you outraged on that?
But it ain't directly. It ain't directly affecting you though.
Standing up on that, brother.
No, I got an issue with that too.
You know, and it's like
call it how I see it. You bring out an issue, and I'm like, okay, that's an issue to me. The swirling thing, that's like at a 2. All this other stuff we talking about
it was
is
at
like
a
at the
3
9
a minute
and 10
ago.
thing.
Well, yeah. Well, like I said, like I said with me, like I look at somebody. Muhammad Ali in 1960 went to the Rome Olympics and won a gold medal for this country.
Yeah.
Very proud, light heavyweight, happy, extremely happy. Water medal everywhere he went. Come back to America, treated as a second-class citizen. Les Dan took the medal and threw it in the river. Because okay, I'm an American in name. I won a gold medal for you, but when I come back here, I'm still treated as less than. Now, some people like George Foreman was ecstatic to win that medal. You know what I'm saying? Sitting there carrying the American flag waving, and as you said, people have different levels. You know, there was that famous picture with Muhammad Ali where he had Jim Brown, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Russell, all of them supporting him in what he was attempting to do. O.J. Simpson was like, hell no, I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do my own thing. I'll never forget that story they told in that documentary where O.J. was at a party. And I guess some woman looked over there and saw him talking to a lot of black guys. She's like, why is O.J. over there with all those niggers? And some guy overheard her said it, tell O.J. He said, oh, that's great. Do you see that? That's great. You're like, what the hell you mean? Because she don't see me as a nigger. She sees me just as O.J.
Okay.
I'm not like the rest of them.
That reminds me of Alvin.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, me too.
That reminds me of some Alvin.
Well, but I'll say this, Alvin. It's not just about being married. It's just not about being married to a white woman. Ben Carson is not married to a white woman.
That's right.
And you know what's so crazy?
I don't even
just like
OJ.
Really I don't even have any white friends.
You
I will say this. Honestly, Alvin, I'm gonna let you know there's a whole bunch of black white supremacists walking around this country.
Right.
And they don't even have to have not one white friend. There's a whole bunch of Uncle Ruckus types.
I'll put it like this. Just because I'm not passionate about the swirl doesn't mean I'm a white supremacist.
I'm not talking about swirling.
It ain't even
I'm not even talking about swirling.
Yeah, like
I'm not calling you a black white supremacist.
Where I'm not
for the last 11 hours, like Zeus.
I'm not passionate about
you've been talking, and nothing you have said has been concretely solid towards saying, hey, black
that's the only issue I don't care about.
With black
okay, and that's fine. I guess my question is this, Alvin. Do you want, when your time on this earth passes, whenever that is, don't you want to make this place better for the generations coming after, your children, your children's children, or you want them to live in the same exact system and disarray that we have going on right now, or do you want to get worse?
I definitely would want to get better.
And getting better is by the races mixing, right?
No, getting better is the morality thing. Well, starting the youth. Yeah, we was talking about morality. Teaching the right way for the youth, and then the next generation does better than us.
But I will say this,
like, don't do the mistakes that we do.
Believe though, when it comes to racism in this country, it's almost like that show Peanuts. White people are Lucy holding the football, and black people are Charlie Brown trying to kick it.
Okay.
Every single time you try and kick that ball, they move it. It's always this. If you dress this way, if you talk this way, if you act this way, if you just footage of the 1960s, they're wearing suits and ties and hard-toed shoes, and that did not stop them from getting blasted with water hoses, hit with billy clubs, all this and that. Black family intact, that didn't stop them from messing with them. When we build our own thing and try and do something, it didn't stop them from bombing it, it didn't stop them from trying to burn it down. So it's always the goalposts. Who get an education, you're strapped with student loans. Let me give you an example. My cousin got a master's degree. She works for the VA. Her and another black person both have degrees. Everyone that they work with there has a high school diploma, but they all know somebody who works there. So they have a master's degree that they're supposed to have, but all the people that they work with don't, and make the same amount of money. And they did everything the right way.
See?
Yeah, I'm not saying it's just a one thing. Like I said this earlier.
They're going to minimize that.
Who's going to minimize that?
They haven't been here long enough.
Yeah, they'll say, "Oh, that's just that case. That's just that." Yeah, there's
who would minimize that
sometimes. Yeah,
the employers and the employees.
Yeah, I'm saying, listen, it's not a one fixed thing that's just going to fix us. It's a variety.
We know that.
So yeah, no, I'm saying that's my position.
But you know what? You know what the starting point is? Is how we as act with one another. Building families is the starting point. If you're going off and being with another, that's not helping to build up the black community. It changes your mentality, number one. Number two, your children are not going to have too much of an identity to black people because, hey, I'm mixed. I'm this and I'm that. Especially now more so. When you see it, there's a documentary out there right now called I'm Biracial, Not Black, damn it.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but that's assuming that most biracial people
90% of biracial kids marry white people. I saw a picture of Diana Ross. At her son's wedding. She was the only black person there.
90%.
All of her kids are biracial. All her biracial kids, with the exception of her daughter, marry white. Her grandkids are white.
So 90% of
biracial people who have a black parent,
black and white kid, is 90%.
They marry a white person. Halle Berry.
It can't be that high.
Halle Berry. Look at her. Halle Berry dated another black man. Both of her kids are with white people, and she'll scream to the death that all her kids are black.
I can't
be biracial and her kids have a white parent.
It may be high, but the 90% thing a little that's like ridiculous.
Whatever. See how they see.
It might be high though.
It's always some type of.
You don't even have any numbers. You don't even have any numbers or facts or figures of your own. But you're gonna say, "Oh, it's not that."
I mean, where's the 90% coming from? Show us.
And then,
I believe it.
Do you know who says? Okay.
Let's say 90. If you tell me a statistic for the 90%, I'll believe it.
Do you know who Sage Still is? Have you ever seen her? Sage Still. She works on ESPN. Sage Still. She works on ESPN. She's like a tragic mulatto.
Yep.
A tragic
so perfect.
Oh, believe me, she is a tragic mulatto.
Yes.
Oh. Man.
Anyway, so she got a black father, white mother. She went on to marry a white dude. When she walks with her kids, they think she's a damn nanny. Them kids have no hint, none, no melanin, nowhere. Now, some people who subscribe to the one drop rule will say them kids are black.
Yep. And then when those kids grow up, and if they have babies with white children, those kids are black, right?
Kids are black.
Because their mom or daddy was black. Remember? Because if Amber Rose has a baby, if Amber Rose had a baby with a white man, her baby will be black.
Yeah.
If Amber Rose had a baby with a white guy, it would be black.
Her child will be black. Yeah.
By the rationale of a lot of people who subscribe to the one drop rule. Yes.
Oh yeah, the one drop rule. I'll give
you an example, my brother. Okay, you know who Ronda Rousey is, right? The MMA fighter. Her great grandfather is black. Can you tell?
Not at all.
But some people would say, "Hey, she's black. She got black in her blood."
I think we just judge black off phenotype. If you look black, we're going to call you black.
But that is I don't know why people pretend like that doesn't have a lot.
I mean, but I'm talking about like genotype. We can't see people's DNA strand just hanging around, but we can see somebody's physical feature. If somebody looks black, we're going to call them black. That's basically
that's how. What's that woman?
Black, so we're going to call her white.
What's that dude? That woman, Mindy Kaling. Her brother went cut his hair all off and everything, and went to school to make it seem like he was a black person, so he can get into some get some scholarship, even though he's Indian.
See.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's like we judge race off phenotype. That's why if you have a extremely light person, even an albino, if they have Afrocoid features, we're still going to call them black, even if they're bright.
You mean in the United States?
You know,
because they have Dr. Mustafa Hefni from Egypt, who's a black man, and he's considered Caucasian by the United States.
Well, Egyptians and Ethiopians are considered Caucasian, but I'm just talking about what we call black here in America. When we see somebody with Negroid features, regardless of how light their skin is, they're going to be black. If you see an albino who's black, you're not going to call him white because he's pale. You see his features in his face.
An albino is a medical anomaly. An albino is a medical anomaly.
The point that I'm making is that
that has nothing to do with
but you don't understand. The point I understand it's an anomaly, but the point I'm making is we judge race off phenotype. So you have the Negroid features.
You can't use
regardless of what your skin color is.
Hold on, please. Please. You can't use a medical anomaly to try to say to.
In this particular case,
can you let me finish?
Okay.
Go ahead, Sister Renee.
Thank you. To try to say that is just strictly based off of phenotype. Everybody knows that that's a genetic, abnormality. People know when they see an albino, they're very easy to recognize. You don't get albinos mixed up with a light-skinned person. I know I don't. I don't think most people do. Yeah. You can tell, okay, they're an albino. We know that their eyes are way more sensitive. Their skin is way more sensitive. They have a lot of other things they have to deal with because of albinism or what have you. So you trying to use them as some example phenotypically does not work.
Yes, it does, because regardless, and you kind of going on.
People see them and know that they're an albino.
But it's kind of a red herring here because the comment is not about albinism. The comment is about it doesn't matter how light somebody is. If they have Afrocoid features, we're going to call them black, regardless of how light their skin is. That's the comment. That's what I'm talking about.
That has nothing to do with albinos. We know.
No, albinos. But what I'm saying is, if an albino has Afrocoid features, we're still going to call them black. That's the point I'm making. I'm saying we judge phenotypically.
You can't
use
an albino as an example.
Why can't I use that as an example of a? Okay, do we call a black and albino person black? Will we still call them black?
Medical anomaly.
I get that, but will we still call them black though?
Is a Samoan person black?
Black.
Yes.
They have a genetic They have a genetic illness that makes them in that complexion.
All of that, what you said, genetic illness. Would if that albino had two black parents, would we still call him black?
I'm not even.
Yeah. Well, I think also what people are doing is they're conflating racial. That's not one and the same. Tisha Campbell is black. Right. She's not biracial.
Okay, so Renee, just to be clear, if two black people have a biracial, have a albinized child, we are still going to call that child black, are we not?
And they are
because their mama and daddy
is black. Okay, so
they
therefore
are black. They have a genetic abnormality that makes their skin appear that color.
Of their abnormality in their skin color, we're still going to call them black. Why?
No, not despite that. Because we know they have a genetic illness.
And regardless of how light they are, we're still calling them black.
But we know that they're
But they got a black mama and a black daddy, Alvin.
You agree with that point?
They have a black daddy and a black mama.
Regardless of their condition.
Can I ask you a question real quick, Alvin? I just want your opinion on this one. I don't know if you're familiar with this story. It happened a few weeks ago. There was a young lady who won the Miss Black Texas pageant for the University of Texas. Okay? Mm-hmm. Her mother is white and her father is biracial. Mm-hmm. Right? This woman looks like a straight up white woman. She's 1/4 black, 75% white, and she won the Miss Black Texas pageant. Yeah, and a lot of people had an issue with that.
Right. If she looks white, she can't be black. If she looks white, if she appears to look white, then
phenotypically,
then she's white.
Okay.
Regardless if her
white,
parents
she is
are
white.
biracial. Yeah, I'm saying she's white phenotypically. If that's how we judge races.
Oh Lord.
That's
No,
how we
she's
judge
white
races.
because her
We
parent-
don't listen. When you look at a person, you're not. Hey, could you give me a DNA sample so I can see your genome? How much?
Right,
you are
but
this?
we know
No,
that. But
you
we know
look
that
at somebody
Never
and
mind.
say, based off how you look, I'm gonna say you're this.
But
That's how
we know that her parents are white.
Okay, that's interesting.
That's how we do it. It's
We
regardless
know
of
that
what
her parents are white.
her parents are white.
Yes. And
Okay,
let
well
me
then
be
that's a
clear.
problem.
I don't run around trying to make people black and stuff. So I don't do that.
Right.
Maybe
Because a
you
lot of
do,
people,
but
a lot of
other
people do.
do.
They'll tell you anybody. Like I said, Halle Berry is saying that her kids are black,
Right.
even though they got a white parent and she's biracial. She's saying them kids are black.
That is psychotic.
Well, it get a little.
Psychotic is disrespectful.
It get a little.
To black people.
But then okay, so if Halle Berry is saying her kids are black, and then the kids grow up accepting that and saying, "Hey, I'm black and I accept and I'm a part of the culture," are we then now gonna be like, "Nah, you're not one of us"?
Yeah,
are we gonna do that
just like I would with Paris Jackson. Hell yeah, you can call yourself whatever you want to. That don't mean I have to.
That's right.
Wow.
That's right. Hell
Just
no.
because your parents, my mom told me I was the smartest dude on earth. Don't make it true.
I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying? So
I don't know. You might be. You just might be though, man. You might be.
ultimately, the point is this. You know
the point he's making.
That matters, and that's where it gets hairy because everybody, as Paul Moody once said, everybody want to be a nigga, but don't nobody want to be a nigga.
That's
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. So she's saying because she made this choice to go get with this guy, my kids are black because I say so. Your kid can come out looking lily white, like Paris Jackson, talking about I'm black. Then that's when you end up having Rachel Dolezal.
Yep.
Because people are so quick to claim everybody who says they're black.
Like,
I'm
yes.
biracial.
If they lighter skin, yes.
Yeah, like I do got issues with that.
You black. Yeah, you black.
That Texas case you talking about?
Hold on. Can I say something?
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
But yeah, black people are in such a rush to try to make anybody who's lighter complexion black. I'm not. I look at blackness as being exclusive. Hey, this is just for a select few amazing people. I don't look at it as, oh, anybody with a drop of black is black. Hell to the no.
Thank you.
You may have a lot of black people who include people like Alicia Keys and all that. Alicia Keys is not a black woman. She does not represent black women. She represents mixed race women. Paula Patton is not a black woman. She represents mixed race women. Okay, let's keep it real.
Yeah, I agree.
We're not going to call her black.
So you telling me a white woman could produce a black child?
If the daddy is black, was her daddy black?
Her DNA though.
But here's my question: so then black men and women don't have to be together because if we can just produce a child with anyone else that kid is black.
With horses too.
Alicia Keys, okay, if she robbed a bank, they'll say a young black female robbed a bank.
No rob a bank. I'm talking about in terms of our community. I'm not talking about what standards white people put out there, what they determined as black. I'm talking about for us. Hold on. We don't measure, and we should not measure our community based on if somebody robbed a bank. Would they be seen as black? Get the fuck out of here with that.
So wait a minute.
I think honestly, but here's the deal, Alvin. Here, let's break this down. It isn't about Alicia Keys being black. The key is Alicia Keys is not white. That's the issue. Right. It's not about her being black. When a white person sees her, they're like, "You're," as a as Neely Fuller Jr. said, "There's only one race, white."
That's right. That's
the only race. If you're not white, then you're something else. Just because she is not a white person does not make her black. But we do not have to accept the definitions that white people put out there. Okay, her father got with a white woman. That girl is not black.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that if you just saw Alicia Keys walk around on the street, didn't know any of her history, her parents, or anything,
black.
We would just say she's black.
No, like, we would not.
You would have to know her history of who her mama is and stuff in order to determine. Because I got cousins that look like Alicia Keys, and both their parents are black.
Cousins that look like them, but I wouldn't.
And both their parents are black. And
that's fine.
So it's like
then they're black. They're black. Alicia Keys is not.
Even though they phenotypically look the same.
Okay, do you know there's a golfer named
to me, Alicia Keys looks mixed.
Yeah, she looks mixed to me too.
There is a golfer named Vijay Singh who's from Fiji who's darker than all of us. He's like Wesley Snipes complexion. He's not a black man.
The phenotype is different.
Typically, people might look at him and say, "Oh, he's black."
Nah,
no, he's from
Fiji.
Fiji.
The skin color, phenotypically is different. They got different facial features, just like South Indians. Right. They get dark as shit, but they got the Caucasoid face. You know what I'm saying? So we won't say they're black, even though they're dark.
There's Samoan people who are just as dark as us, who got broad nose and full lips, just like we do, have afros.
Right.
That don't make them black. They're Samoan.
It don't make them black, but overall, we could still see that they're not Bantu. Like they're not. They don't have the African look.
But do you think that white people make that distinction? Like, oh, Vijay Singh. Oh, well, they'd be like, he's like a black dude. They ain't gonna sit there and say, oh, he's
white people make distinctions between a dark-skinned African man and maybe a dark-skinned Indian. They'll make that distinction. Now, if we're talking like those people in India, like on the Ottoman Islands and like Africans, they're not going to make that distinction.
Well, I don't know, because if you, like, for instance, a white person, if they see an Asian person, they'll call them anything but you're Asian. Or they'll call, you're Japanese, and they could be Chinese. Or they could be Chinese, they'll call them Japanese because they don't care.
Yeah, you're just Asian. They're just generic.
You're just Asian. You're not white. That's the key. Because they don't make, because here, you hear white people all the time, I'm Italian. They'll claim their nationality, but at the end of the day, like some people say, oh, Jew is a race. Jewish is a religion. It is not a race. They're white too.
That's right.
So people love to make the distinction. Oh, he's a Jew. He's a Jew. He's white.
Yeah, if you're Ashkenazi Jew, you're white. You're from Poland. You're from Germany.
You're a Jew, period.
Nah, because you got Ethiopian Jews, you got Yemeni Jews, you got Moroccan Jews, got
being a Jew is a religion.
Well, it's Jews. Okay, you can be
say the past of the past. Get over stuff, right?
You can be an ethnic Jew, and you could be a Jew religiously.
Jewish people won't date. Jewish people won't date a German person.
Right? Yeah. If the Jewish person is not, if the German is not adopted the Jewish ideology, yeah. But if you're a secular Jew and you're not adopting the text, then you might see that.
But by and large, they don't want anything to do with them people because unlike us.
But they themselves.
They don't want.
But the thing about them, they themselves are ethnically German.
I know, but by the same token, because that's the thing. Sometimes I wonder about our people. It's like, what is it going to take? 500 years hasn't been enough. How many more examples do you need? If you had a girl in your family and her dude was beating her ass every day, treating her horribly, cheating on her. Oh, well, just wait it out. He can still be good. I'm like, I don't know what the hell it's going to take. Lynchings, beatings, being castrated, your babies being fed to alligators, treating you like second-class citizens, segregating you, redlining you.
And still want to lay
giving you poisonous water. All these different things. Well, because it's like, I like to use the analogy of a room full of snakes. You walk into a room and say, poisonous. I'm not trying to find the one that's not. But a lot of black people are continually looking for this needle in the haystack. Well, he don't treat me too bad. She don't treat me so bad. She's there for me. So
I get up and go and talk to some of my clients, go to the gym.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like
I don't encounter any racism.
Like, again, I don't know what racism is. See, Renee, it's like I say something and it just morphs into something else.
Okay,
I think there's a difference. Hold up, wait a minute. But there's a difference between somebody like, okay, white people around, whatever, get the fuck out of my face, and people. I have to find a good white person so I can show these black people. Like, I'm not. It's like there's a difference between that. I'm not that. I'm saying that I don't go around my day looking for good white people.
That's why you was running around trying to.
Okay, but I'll say this though. I'll say this though.
To be friends with, like
that's. Well, let me say this though. Okay, because what people try to do, especially, and they do this to black people all the time, they try and point to you with symbolism. Right? Oh, well, look at Oprah. Right. Look at Michael Jordan. He did it. She did it. Oh, the country has passed racism because we elected Barack Obama.
Yep.
We're post-racial. They use all those different speaking and talking points to sit there and say, all that stuff is in the past. And if you're talking about racism, that's racist. I see people get banned from Facebook for bringing up historical facts. Nothing racist in the tone. Just a post an article and they'll get banned.
You know what I'm saying? This is. I mean, and then also we have these people who are dating and marrying out. You can't. Oh, racism doesn't exist. You married to her. She's married to him. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's impacting other people. My choices as an individual black man impacts other people. My uncle is in jail for murder. I didn't kill anybody. His choice impacts my entire family. It impacts me. It impacts his mother. It impacts his children. It impacts his wife. Now, he made an individual decision. Love us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, white people, I'm actually indifferent towards white people in general. It's like they're there. You know what I'm saying? Like if I see a white person on the street, no emotion is invoked inside of me. I don't love them. I don't hate them. They're just there. It's like a white person walking past me.
Well, yeah, I got that because the other day I was at the gas station. White woman walks up to me like, "Excuse me, I was wondering if you could help me out with some gas." Hell no! Get the hell out of my face! And I relished every second of that. Get your begging ass out of my face! I'll give you a goddamn thing.